Gentlemen, I regret to inform you that a second Majora's Mask PC port has hit the internet.
No!
uh, well, what a way to start. So,
yeah, not the only
well,
thing that's
everyone-
second that's hitting soon, but we'll talk about that later.
everyone watching has already seen the thumbnail, which you guys will see in just a second here. But
Yes.
oh, all right, hang on, focus got fucked.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Loud Equals Funny, everybody, by the way.
Yes.
And welcome to Loud Equals Funny episode
47.
47.
We're gonna
Wow.
garrot
We're
you
old.
with piano wire, motherfuckers. That's right.
Yeah. I did get some feedback, so I kept this very low for this, because I got some feedback from someone to the email,
That's-
actually.
Emails.
Yeah, someone emailed us and
Wow.
said, hey, can you make sure that if you do a video game thing again, it's quiet? And I'm like, duly noted. I kept it quiet, we're good.
We had
I
some
apologize
loud,
for my loud Zelda. So
we-
yeah,
we had
Yes.
some cricket noises and stuff.
I
It was nice.
deleted it after, because I'm like, it's a little embarrassing to do this, no offense to that person, but also, hey, I get it, it was loud.
yeah. To be fair, it's very loud for me.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, actually,
I mean, it
Oh,
looks
geez.
amazing, though, I will say that, like,
yeah.
all of these
Mm,
ports have been amazing.
Is this
yeah. So this is To Ship to Harkinian, the sequel to Ship of Harkinian. And honestly, if there was a third Nintendo 64 Zelda game and they ported it, I would be angry if it wasn't like Ship of Harkinian Kakariko Drift.
Hey, they
Yeah.
could always do the 3DS ports like that, if they ever get to that level.
True,
what-
but I
what's-
mean, you can probably just graphically enhance.
What's different about this versus the other part we talked about?
Well, as you can see by my icons up in the corner,
Yeah.
Ah.
you can. It has HUD like not replacement, but like rearrangement. It doesn't have recoloring yet, but full free, stick look, free look.
I
Yeah,
love a stick look.
I feel that.
Other than that, it's not really too. It's not.
It's refined a bit.
leaps. Yeah, it's refined a little bit, and it also has a few technical hiccups. Like, in fact, I will show you guys the biggest visual thing, and it's weird.
Yes.
All right, gotta give it a sec, but the sky is fucked. Like, particularly at nighttime, the sky is just fucked. Oh, another feature that this port has, you can re-enable some like beta features. For
Yeah.
example, for those not in the know, the Sun Song is not in Majora's Mask, and as you can see, it makes the time go by like crazy. So it's kind of like an alternative Song of Double Time. But if I'm not sure if it comes across on the 30 frames per second, but the sky is like extremely jittery and kind
It
of
looks,
like shit.
yeah, it looks jittery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that is very distracting, and as you can see, I've played a bit of it, so
Quite a bit,
hopefully,
yeah.
That's fair.
hopefully that gets fixed soon. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep on playing like I did last time. I just kind of got lost in the sauce there.
Ah, you're
Well,
good.
it's looking pretty cool. It's nice that this has happened so
Oh, yeah.
close to the last one, too.
Kind of impressive.
It's crazy how quickly those things have like propped up. It's cool though.
Yeah.
So a second Majora's Mask PC port has hit the
Oh, God.
tower.
It's a good
That's-
thumbnail. I like
That's
that.
pretty fucking
Jesus.
good. Ow.
Wow. I can see why you wanted to keep this thumbnail secret a little bit.
That's pretty good.
It's mostly I just wanted the line second Majora's Mask PC port. I wanted that to hit.
Yeah.
It's a good opener.
Is that a Hideki Naganuma tab up there?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what's he up to? Mm.
Ah,
Ai means love in Japanese. I doubt whether AI understands the concept of love. Thank you, Hideki Naganuma, CEO of Funky
Hideki.
Fresh Beats and also Funky Uncle.
hell yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
cool. Cool stuff happening in the realm of Nintendo 64, specifically PC ports.
Hell yeah. I mean, honest to
About
God,
time.
seeing them So you can be able to do this kind of shit with Majora's Mask. We mentioned before, stuff like Glover down the road, people are working on, like, all the other games on the N64 that, like, even, like, Castlevania 64, I'd love to play the decent PC port of.
Yeah, actually have
proper camera control.
Oh, yeah.
Proper camera. That's going to be a game changer for most N64 games, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mad. Like, there's one specific one that had to be re-released for, I think, Rare Replay. That was Jet Force Gemini, which was like third-person shooter thing for the N64. It was a pretty good game, but it was like weirdly, brutally fucking hard on the N64 because the frame rate was terrible, the controls were terrible, everything about it was just like complicated to deal with because of the N64 controller. So they fixed it up for, I think, Rare Replay, and just gave it normal stick controls, and it's it's a good game now. It's like a normal game. So there's a lot of games that could have a little bit of improvement like that, I feel. Yeah. Superman 64, finally going to be GOAT.
Honest to God.
Hell yeah.
Take out the fog. Make
Superman 64 ray tracing update. It's going to be It's going to be gorgeous.
There is something that someone's working on, which is like a Mario Maker, but in Mario 64.
I saw that.
Honest to God, if you do that with Superman 64, get to place those rings all over Metropolis, take out fog, I'd play that all year. It's the fucking best Superman game we'll ever get. They've tried, but
yeah,
they haven't tried for a new Superman game since Superman Returns.
Well, they did try at one point, but that game got canceled.
Yeah,
that was in like 2008 or 9. That was like one of the classic canceled games of the era.
Factor 5.
Also the Flash game too.
It's a shame that Flash game actually looked fucking awesome. But then again, could you imagine the old 360 or PS3 handling a game where you run at like 100 miles an hour between two cities?
Oh, good lord.
I can only imagine my 360 frying in like a melted heat of its own plastic because of that.
Well, I mean, like, Sonic Unleashed looks pretty good, but...
Yeah. Well, but it was also supposed... Like, that's not an open world.
That also ran on a Wii, you know?
But also, like, the Flash one was supposed to be this, like, big open world game. So that would have been...
It would have been nightmarish, yeah.
I mean, I'm still thinking of, like, the best open world superhero games, and it's got to be, like, Infamous 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 on
people
PS2
really
is pretty good.
People like that Hulk...
Ultimate Destruction. That's a fucking good game.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
I haven't played it in years.
I got casual filtered by that one. I got to the first mission and I was like, "This is too hard." I was probably doing something wrong, but
I remember
it was a fun game.
I remember they did a Hulk game for the Ang Lee movie.
I don't know anything about it, but that sounds really bad because the movie's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really, really rough. That movie is so embarrassingly bad.
They used to show it in my school all the time because technically it has something to do with DNA.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Imagine.
I mean, at least that's better than having to watch, like, there's probably worse things to watch, I guess. Although that movie I remember being pretty fucking boring too.
Yeah,
it was not fun.
Ang Lee tried to do like a deep philosophical Hulk movie, and it didn't work because it feels like he didn't know what the character was half the time. It was fucking weird.
Well, I mean, the Hulk is kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing a little bit, so I guess I could see it. But, like, I remember one of the things in that movie is all the weird, like, comic book style framing where there's, like, 3 shots at once in, like, different squares.
That could work, but it feels like it was half-baked the entire film.
Yeah, because you get stuff like Sin City or whatever that actually goes for that sort of thing, but not.
Then you got other movies that will do like multiple cameras in the same scene and kind of split it off, but it felt like.
Then you got Beautiful Joe also. Unrelated.
Yeah. Beautiful Joe Fox, but it would have been amazing for a good Hulk movie, but we've never gotten one. And we'll probably never get one since technically Paramount owns the first rights to make the film.
I remember liking that 2008 movie, but everybody shits on it. No one remembers it.
I must say, I haven't seen it literally since like 2010, so I'd have to rewatch it. But
yeah, I saw it in a budget theater after it left the main theaters, like in 2008 or whatever, and I remember something Brazil. That's like the only thing I remember.
Yeah, he spends like half the film in Brazil. Yeah.
6 months?
It did have one of my favorite... Damn it, Tristan. I got the reference. But yeah, no, it's like Half F Films in Brazil. The only thing I remember from it's got the only Stan Lee cameo that I still think of like the most, and that's he gets a bottle of the infected like juice that's kind of mixed with his DNA and drinks it and goes like, oh, like he almost Hulkifies, and it's like that's perfect. That's kind of Stan Lee cameo I wanted more of, you know, where it's like random dude in a scene just gets poisoned.
And then eventually they make him the Watcher or something, some shit like that.
Technically, he is one Watcher, if that makes sense. The way it's kind of the cameo shows up, it's like, is that the same Stan Lee if it's in New York City all the time, or is this a different? But then again, it doesn't matter now because the MCU's all over the place.
Man Stan Lee who delivered a package to Tony Stank. I don't know.
Yes.
But I will say I saw a video from, I think it was Pointless Hub. I forget if it was Pointless Hub, but it was a video about how streaming services are going to get worse. And it was because they're going to start packaging together streaming services in the big bundle. So it's cable packages again.
Yeah, but, I mean,
we're doing TV again.
Some of them were already doing this. Like I remember when Disney Plus first launched, and I think I've still got the button on my remote. I don't actually, but they included a bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, and I have changed TV since then.
I think you could still get Hulu with Disney Plus.
Disney Plus and Hulu, I think, are together now. They like own Hulu. I think
it's weird because inside the Disney Plus app, you can subscribe to Hulu. It costs a little extra, but it doesn't give you a separate Hulu login, and you can still subscribe to Hulu entirely separately. Because I'm subscribed to Hulu. I'm not.
So it's like on Amazon. On Amazon Prime when you sub to one of those channels or something.
Yeah, which for me, I do that on the Roku channel for some things. Like I'll actually pull it up on my phone because the Roku channel is easier. But like I have Disney, not Disney Plus, Paramount Plus on the Roku app. So everything that Paramount Plus has, I just have to access it through Roku channel and then go to the Paramount Plus page, and all the shit's still there, but it's only because I've been watching a few shows.
Consolidated media center. It's like Plex or something. That's
kinda. I think Plex has gotten into
you just use your Xbox One for that, though, Bane. Isn't that what that's all for?
That's what the Xbox One was. They kind of de-emphasized that with the series.
Console. Yeah.
See, the thing is,
you can watch sports on your Xbox.
The thing is, Microsoft was kind of smart to pivot to TV. It's just they thought the TV was going to stay like cable. It didn't.
Got the wrong idea a little
bit.
I was
so behind.
Yeah, I was just saying the apparently the new deal is it's going to be Disney Plus with Netflix and I think the HBO.
See, I've heard Max. They might be doing that up there because I've heard they're doing one here where it's.
You don't get Max.
Oh, I know there's one here they're doing with like Max and with Disney, but there was a third one I can't remember, and you might be right, but I can't remember the third one.
It might have been Hulu or something.
I think it might be Hulu. It might be like they include that in there.
I remember the YouTuber pointing out that like it's basically Disney and WB working together. And the moment I heard that, I was like, "Oh, this is." Look, both the superhero series are failing. It's time to do the crossover. It's gonna happen.
Well, I mean,
everybody says it's not gonna happen. Superman, Spider-Man crossover movie.
It'll happen. Currently, like DC's in free fall, hoping that James Gunn can save them, which he might. James Gunn
can't save them. He's not gonna.
They're starting from scratch.
He might make good movies, but people are not going to see them. I just don't think they're going to be a success. Shazam was a good movie.
Shazam 1 was a good movie. Shazam 2 is.
I didn't see that.
It's not great.
I saw that one.
Shazam 1 though, it was successful.
Enough to get a sequel, not that successful.
Yeah. I mean. It makes sense to eventually, like, Spider-Man and Batman are two of the biggest superheroes ever to exist. If you put them in a film, it will print... It will horrifyingly print money. It would save so many countries.
Spider-Man and Superman!
I keep seeing people say that
actually,
it won't ever happen.
It might.
They'll probably do that with Batman.
It might.
Batman's kind of more... in than Superman is right now.
I don't think there was ever a Batman x Spider-Man thing. Like, because there was
I don't think
there was at least one Superman Spider-Man crossover in the 70s, and then they also did like a Superboy, which was like Spider.
Yeah.
It was like Spider-Man and Superboy or something together.
They usually end up doing those big like like Avengers versus Justice League or X-Men versus Justice League. They don't really have a lot of other team. They have Teen Titans, but they don't do anything with Teen Titans anymore. And
except Teen Titans Go.
I mean, the movie was actually not bad. Yeah.
Fuck Batman show, you know.
I heard that got better after season 2, but the only one out of those I can recommend to people because I like the Swamp Thing show they did, but it was only one season and it was really good. So the problem with that is you'll want more, but you're not getting any. So I'm not going to recommend that to people. Doom Patrol. Yes. Yeah. After like season 1, it has some issues, but after that, it's really good all up to the end. It's probably the best thing DC has done quality-wise in years. I don't know. I hope that I hope they both stop fucking shitting the bed. That's all I want.
You know, I like superheroes.
You set your hopes way too high.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I mean,
you know, they I think they decided to release the Kraven the Hunter movie. There was a tweet I saw. It was like, we're releasing it in December because we think people are going to spend the holiday season watching Kraven the Hunter over and over again.
You know, I might do it.
That's the legacy of Madam Web and Morbius.
I'll tell you what, I'm craving.
I'm going in. I'm craving another. You know, that's what you say to a ticket.
That's gonna be it. Yeah.
I mean, hey,
it was like it's time to Morb, and then they went with like it's time to Madam Web, and they didn't really have much. It's time to Web.
I'm gonna web out. I just webbed myself. There you go.
But Kraven fits a lot better.
Yeah.
Speaking of horrible things at the cinema,
Ooh.
I hate this fucking trend. I hate this trend.
Garfiosa. It's the poor man towing.
Barbenheimer has done so much fucking damage to everything.
Well, yeah.
To people's vocabulary is what we really should say, but...
Well, like, the thing you hear is weird is the Furiosa movie is apparently really good, but the Garfield movie...
Yeah, both of them had a really rough box office opening. Both of them kind of underperformed as the box office estimates were, because it's been a really weird year for holidays and getting people to the theaters. Saw Patrol also last fall. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Which Paw
Patrol and Saw.
That was kind
of funny. I prefer the mix-up of Paw X. Watch Paw Patrol first and then Saw X. Just saying.
I mean, I remember, what was it? It was back in, like, 2020. There was something like that with gaming that was... I think it was Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing came out the same day.
Yeah, because people really like that, the tonal shifts of, like, cute goofy thing and horrifying, like, blood-soaked masterpiece. That's the way I'll describe it.
I don't think it works here, though.
I don't think it works here, no, because... Like, Furiosa is something that makes sense to go see, especially on a holiday weekend. I'm going to go see it this weekend myself, because I was busy. I was actually busy during this holiday weekend. I couldn't really travel too far, so it's like, alright, fuck it. But I'm going to go see Furiosa. I've heard amazing things. It's just, films are kind of struggling. People need to go see them, but also it's so fucking expensive to go see a movie unless you...
Yeah, I like paying $75 for a fucking kernel of popcorn.
Oh, dude. Here, let me grab... I'll show you what I do to save money on popcorn, because I'm a fucking sucker.
You just shove a honey bun down your pants.
No, not that.
Well, I don't think they're going to stop you from bringing in, like... I've brought in candy into the theater. At least here, they don't stop you. Do they?
Mm.
We don't have, like,
I guess it depends on the
guards
theater.
Or whatever. Yeah. Because there's one in Toronto here where there's like, it's like a multiplex kind of deal, and on the bottom level, you go down an escalator, there's a dollar store. You stock up on fucking dollar candy.
Oh, yeah.
And then they don't stop you.
See, the thing I miss...
The thing I miss... Got there?
I'll explain in a second, but I do want to rant about one thing before I do that. I miss the drive-in movie theater so fucking much. I don't
They
know.
don't have them anymore.
Not
they're
many.
probably rare.
Not
Yeah.
many.
I have never been to one. Sadly.
Holy fuck.
I went
Okay.
to, I think
There
I saw
used
the
to be one around
Scooby-Doo
here, but it
movie.
closed like years ago.
Yeah, I saw the James Gunn Scooby-Doo movie. Speaking of James Gunn, in the drive-through, I remember that. A drive-in, not a drive-through.
You watched it while you
Very
were
smart
taking your orders
restaurant.
on Wendy. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got another burger. This one's
Yeah.
a good scene.
I need
Honestly,
10-piece spicy nuggets, please.
Speaking of the James Gunn Scooby Doo movie,
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff I don't like James Gunn for, but one thing that I love him for is normalizing Scrappy Doo hate.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
before the James Gunn Scooby Doo movie, he was just like, oh yeah, it's Scrappy Doo. That's a normal thing that I'm fine with. And now
I've heard a lot of pushback against the Scrappy Doo hate. That Scrappy Doo.
There's a bit of Scrappy Doo lovers out there still, but
Yeah, Scrappy Doo's
For now.
presence
Normal
is
lovers.
supposed to be what saved Scooby Doo. Like Scooby Doo was a failing series. They brought in Scrappy, and he was popular.
oh yeah, it was a boost they needed at a certain time.
But I don't think at that point Scooby Doo needed to still be around.
Yeah, there was at a point where it's like, all right, come on, Hanna-Barbera.
How else
Time to
were we
put it
going
under.
to get? How else were we going to get Scooby Doo crossing over with famed child groomer Sia? You know.
Hey, remember
That's
that?
That's the thing. They could have the Scooby Doo Renaissance of like the '90s,
Oh yeah,
like
the
with Zombie
movies.
Island and
Fuck
Witch's
yeah.
Ghost and stuff like that.
Honest to God, the
That's great.
VHS era was perfect for them, and then everything
That's so
after is
good.
kind of, eh.
Well, there are some
There's some good.
bangers.
There's some good. There's some
I
good.
watched Mike's Mike talking about the second James Gunn Scooby Doo, and he mentioned that the original, that when they were going to make a third one, the plot of it was going to be, they were going to make a third one. The plot of it was going to be the Scooby Gang gets involved in a scenario where, at first it's like these people and they're scared of these monsters. And then they learn that it's just like evil, racist, prejudiced assholes, and the monsters are just like poor people, and they
Oh,
have to
shit.
overcome their bigotry or something. That was gonna be
Okay.
allegedly he
I mean,
tweeted it and he was like, "Not a joke. This is real." So,
Yeah, I feel like
you know.
obviously it's one of those things that's like you just give the elevator pitch. It sounds kind of rough.
sounds interesting. I don't know. I'd be
Could
down
be
to see
interesting.
it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the thing I miss about drive-in movie theaters, and I still do to this day, there's still a few around. There's one in Indianapolis still, and I've been there a few times. It's nice. But the thing is, you could, like, my parents would take a bunch of, like, the Pop Secret bags, pop them up, fill them in, like, the paper bags you get from a grocery store, and take them with us, just full of fucking popcorn and shit. But now, to basically save on popcorn, they sell these refillable... Of course, it's not coming up very well on this. These refillable popcorn buckets and drink cups, which normally it's like $15 for like a small and a small popcorn, small drink. For both of these, it's about 10. So it's like, okay, if I'm going to more than like a few movies in a year, it'll pay for itself. But you got to buy a new one each year. It's like, fuck.
So they found a way to monetize bringing your own snacks to a movie theater.
Effectively, they've made you do the work of bringing the bowl to them, and then also washing the bowl, because you have to bring it in clean. They don't wash it for you. Which, it even says on here, it's like, let me see here. Yeah, patrons shall be responsible for continuing cleanliness of bucket. You know they had to add that on there, because some gross
Cleanliness of
motherfucker.
bucket.
I like the wording of that.
Yeah, I'm responsible for a bucket. Hey, I go enough to pay for it, so it made sense. After buying 2 smalls after like a month, I'm like, yeah, no, I may as well just buy these. It's cheaper.
Okay, so
Yes.
you don't fill it up yourself. You just
No,
it's
you
like
just clean
it's like
it.
a refillable soda cup at a restaurant, except it's year round. Okay.
Yeah, you keep it until the end of the year, which then at the end of the year it'll just become a normal drink cup and bowl for me.
Take it all.
So I can't believe they've got like a flash cart time bomb on your fucking. That's ridiculous.
I mean,
at the end of this calendar year, it stops functioning as drink cup.
I'm trying to see if it's... Yeah, it's not gonna... Well, you can't... You can see it 2024 refillable.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So, I mean, I do think if you know someone who works there, they'll probably look the other way and... Oh,
Probably, yeah.
But...
At that point, just bring whatever you want to the theater.
Exactly.
Just,
Man.
Like I said before, shove a honey bun down your pants.
There's got to be a better way of just sneaking food in. Do they really get
you're-
rid
they-
of you if you're like...
If you're a
they
woman,
do have a
you're in
security
fucking
guard.
luck. Just bring a purse.
or shove it down your tits.
I have seen someone got kicked out for vaping in front of me, which I was glad it wasn't me because I was vaping at that same time, in the same place. But I was watching
crime.
exactly. I was watching.
I was at my recent concerts and there were people vaping in the thing. I'm like, are you allowed to do this? I don't know, but I'm not telling if you're not.
I will say this: Detroit is very lax about smoking. Like they've got areas like you can just smoke in a lot of outside areas. So I was hitting a vape almost the entire time I went to go see Clerks 3 there because
Clerks 3, wow.
Clerks 3,
I
yeah.
didn't even know they made another one past 2.
Whenever we do second screenings, I do want to talk about all 3 of the Clerks films because
I wish I could forget to, honestly.
actually I really like 2. I watched again. I watched all 3 of them again, and I really want to talk publicly about my opinions about 3. We got to do it.
I like the idea of watching Clerks 1. I know the sequels are apparently weird, but I guess I'd watch them.
Clerks 1 is it's a template for indie films in the 90s, and
which I've not seen many. So
okay, I'm actually all right. That's something I got to start writing down a list of movies. That's something we need to start doing.
I need to be thinking about what I
want
to do for the second screenings thing.
I also mentioned TV series down the road, Arrested Development. Whenever we do that, whenever we get to season 4, I have to figure because there's 2 cuts of season 4, and one of them was
that's the Netflix one.
That's the Netflix one. It's the first Netflix season, and the problem is both of them kind like. Well, actually, you know what? We'll save that discussion for later. We'll save that discsion for later. Later seasons.
I've never seen Arrested Development, so that should be cool.
I've watched it probably 100 times. Those first 3 seasons, I've ran it. For some people, it's The Office. For me, it's Arrested Development. Like, yeah, I'll put that on.
It's Friends.
Hell yeah! Hey, that's a good one. For my mother, it's Frasier, and I've been over there recently and watching it with her, and I'm like, man, I need to start watching Frasier again. This show's fucking great.
I guess it's more Seinfeld for me. For my mom, it's Friends, but I'm also like affiliated with the Friends love. Yeah.
Should we?
I never get the Friends hate. It's unfortunate. I mean, I get it's not like the funniest thing ever, but like it's.
But the way I'll describe Friends for a lot of people is it's the vanilla. It's a core flavor.
Yeah,
it's like
fine.
You might not like vanilla, but vanilla is one of the core flavors for a reason, and Friends is one of those core shows for a reason. It's like I wouldn't even say I don't even say vanilla's bland. I'm saying like high quality vanilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like nostalgic for it. I wouldn't say it's necessary. I don't know how people would vibe with Friends if they saw it now, like for the first time.
You know, the interesting. I would love to see what like someone who's like 15 or 16, like around the time I like really started to gain a new appreciation for the show. Because when I was younger, I didn't really watch it a ton. I wonder how someone who just watched it around that age for the first time, how would they feel? You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, Simpsons, Seinfeld, a lot of those other kind of older shows like that, from the... It's weird to even think of those as older, really. I mean, even when I was a kid, I guess they were, but they were still, like... I always used to think of older TV as, like, the 70s fucking Matlock and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's just the 90s now. We're all fucking turning into skeletons. Ugh.
We're fucking... We're all desperately approaching 30.
Yeah. Desperate is the word. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, there's some of it to where it's like, I don't feel like I'm where I wanted to be when I was almost 30. But then again, I talked to my dad recently because I was discussing that about him. I'm like, I'm not where I want to be. I thought I was going to have a kid. I thought all this shit. He's like, yeah, I thought the same thing. And then I hit 30, then I had a kid. It's like, Yeah, all right. Fuck.
Fair.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, it could always be worse.
Change your
Yeah.
mind.
It's like, all right. Kind
Yeah,
of.
I mean, be happy with what you got for when you got it. I guess. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of things I'm proud of this podcast. We're doing pretty damn good.
Mhm.
Shit, we should. Speaking of which, we should probably
Yes.
get on some topics.
True. We've
Absolutely.
been going for about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's fair. Folks, how you doing? So I guess I should talk about some of the gaming things. They finally announced it. Black Ops 6. They skipped 5 technically, only because Cold War is 5 and yeah.
That's very stupid, Bane.
It is. Hey, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying
I
it's
hold
not.
your favorite series in strong contempt.
Hey, I do it sometimes too. Believe me. But they had a little live action teaser with some impersonators of Margaret Thatcher, who, if they have a 3D model in the game of Margaret Thatcher, I'm putting her in Gmod and killing her
Hell
all the
yeah,
time.
brother.
Hell
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But
Honestly,
yeah.
I hope there's an assassination mission.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it.
There's there were people making shout outs to the thumbnail. There were people making 9/11 memes.
Yeah. So, okay. There's in a bit of a key art, which has referenced a lot of other things, including some zombies related things and all that. It's somewhere in one of these little orange lines, but I'm not zooming in here. That has like 9/11, and then it has a 2 and an O, and then it cuts off. Let me see if I can actually find it.
Yeah, send me a link and I'll see if I can do some zooming in.
I'm gonna do that up here if you want to. But yeah, no, the trailer, the official trailer and reveal is happening on June 9th, which is Microsoft's E3-like thing.
Well, that's gotta be exciting.
Yeah. Also, from when we're recording this, it's not going to be up publicly, but it'll be up for Patreons around that time. It is going to be within 2 hours of each other. There's going to be a PlayStation State of Play and then a Konami Silent Hill transmission.
Oh boy,
God.
that one's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Hello, gamers. We are very sorry for Silent Hill Message or whatever it was called.
Well, Ascension. Short Message was actually not bad.
That one, yeah, that one's okay. I think. Yeah.
I'm sick. I
have
click the link and it just shows up in this window.
Yeah.
Nice.
Real quick here. This is from YouTuber Gaming Revolution. Here it is. I was wrong on what part was cut off. My bad. But yeah, so that looks like 11/2001.
1.
True.
What
But-
I mean, what year is it supposed to be? If it's Thatcher,
So-
shouldn't it be the 80s or something?
So, this one is rumored to take place between 1991 and 2001, especially now after that. But they've got enough gap between the end of Black Ops 2's 80s section, which was...
Wasn't 1991 when the first World Trade Center bombing thing happened?
I think it was
so.
93.
Oh, okay.
Might have been. I'm
I
close.
think early 90s, yeah. I don't know, it might be related, but I can see that. I mean, I think I saw someone in the server joking that, like, 9/11 is going to be the no Russian.
Oh, yeah, it's even
hell
said in that
yeah.
tweet there. And I've said that the two ways I think they could easily do it and probably get it like a no Russian style is either you're on the plane or you're in the tower.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, playing a mission where you're escaping out of a tower but a plane just hit would be...
I feel like if it's
Kind of
you're in the
interesting.
tower, it would be closer to the beginning of, what was it, Modern Warfare, where the nuke falls on you or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's
kind of like
that's...
that a little.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, COD 4.
I have a tiny bit of Call of Duty knowledge, and I will put it into place.
Hey, you're good. It was also the middle of the game, but I wasn't going to be a pedantic asshole.
Was it in the middle?
It was in the middle, yeah.
Yes, I got-
Yeah, it was like
Shock
a big
and awe.
wham moment.
Yep.
I got further into that game than I thought then, okay.
Also, Black Ops 6 is confirmed for day one on Xbox Game Pass, including PC. This is going to be the
Maybe I'll
first
play it.
time.
Yeah, but-
I don't know how successful it's going to be with that, because COD is still a fucking huge moneymaker sales-wise, even on Xbox. I can't
I don't know why they
imagine,
would be doing that, yeah.
but also it'll bring in a lot of new people.
They're still selling these on PlayStation, right?
Yep. This one is confirmed for PS4, PS5, Xbox One,
PS4.
Yeah, it's still PS4 too.
There was a thing recently that said that people are just like PS4 players are just not updating.
Yeah,
There's no reason really to get a PS5. Really,
there's still 40. I believe like over 50 or 40% of the player base still on last-gen consoles, which,
wow,
if they're still buying, people are still gonna make next-gen game. Like
the only huge difference. I mean, yeah, the games look better, I guess. It's mainly the loading times are faster, and that's like the big thing.
Also, better overhead for higher frame rates, like certain games are 30 on
frame rate. Yeah, there's a lot of better frame rates on PS5. That's true.
There's still a rumor there may be a PS5 Pro coming down the road, and I'm like, why do we need that?
Not enough people are buying the actual real PS5.
Can they just make one PS5 game before they make the PS5 Pro? I have one. It's
they have made one.
Hey, there's Final Fantasy. Technically,
yeah,
Final Fantasy. Still,
that's true. I mean, it's going to be. But the problem is they all get released to PC eventually. Like, I'm thinking Returnal, but then that got put on PC. Spider-Man Miles Morales got put on PC, and that was also on PS4, I think.
I mean,
I don't know.
What I
it's
think
nice to have PC ports, but it just renders the whole thing. It's the same with Xbox, where it's like they put all their money into PC gaming as well. So now having an Xbox console is pointless.
Well,
I would say PS5.
I would say there's
Demon
still
Souls.
there's still Demon Souls and Bloodborne.
It's a remake of a PS3 game, but
it's the best way to play
it. It is a pretty good. Well, some people argue there's always going to be the purists.
Oh yeah, but
like it's much better than like Mario 64 DS or something. You know, like it looks.
I mean, I'd say this generation for both PlayStation and Xbox have been kind of like a throwaway one. You know. This one kind of felt like a stopgap. Kind of like how...
Well, the Switch didn't even update, you know?
Yeah, the Switch didn't get a...
It came out mid-gen, and now...
Yeah. I mean, we're getting Switch 2 finally. That's been confirmed, but...
Yep.
Odds are we're probably not going to... We're not going to physically see it until October in, like, a trailer. I'm assuming they're doing the Switch 1 kind of... Well, the Switch 1...
Was that October? Wasn't that, like, January?
No. I know it was before the new year of that year. Let me look.
At the duality of man there. That's
it updated. Damn. Wait, Ruby trending with Pickle Rick. Nice.
Pickle Rick. What was I pulling up?
Yeah, it was Trump is guilty, Trump is innocent. The duality of man.
Switch announcement.
Can't get over that random announcement in a tweet. Just complete non sequitur.
Okay, October 20th, 2016. So yeah, it was a few months before.
So it was a tweet, and then I think it was a trailer thing was January is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That was 8 fucking years ago.
Yeah. Oh, no, the Switch reveal trailer was in October. I think the tweet announcing it was way before then. Because I'm looking here, October 20th, 2016.
Yeah, it was in like June.
Well, there was the NX and everything.
Yeah, the NX stuff, yeah.
God, I still remember when people thought the NX was going to be a quality of life Fitbit device or some shit.
Dude, my favorite thing was the weird controller that had like no...
The oval one?
Yeah, the oval, just no fucking grips, no nothing, just an oval. It's like, if Nintendo released that, I would throw up. It's fucking gross.
No, nobody would buy it.
Yeah.
It's like... I don't know. I hope the Switch 2 is just bigger, better screen, like PlayStation 4 Pro, or maybe like just slightly below a PS5 level specs.
Supposedly, if we follow that one leak from like a few months ago that said that it can play like the Matrix PS5 demo and other ray trace shit.
I don't believe that.
I have to believe
the idea is it doesn't have the specs, but it has some kind of fucking tech that like
it would be
like the thing that like super scales the resolution down, but
it would be leveraging things like Nvidia's DLSS, stuff like that to effectively like try to get as much power in it as possible without using the software to avoid it hitting an overhead effectively. It's neat, but what you got there?
That's true. I mean, it sounds pretty good.
Okay. What you got there on that? Oh god.
Atari has acquired the Intellivision brand and game library.
And they're
Now.
continuing the distribution of the Amico console. Holy shit.
Okay.
They aren't.
The
They
former
are not.
Intellivision.
Oh.
Yeah, so Atari is not picking up the Amico.
So Tommy Tallarico.
That's still in Tommy Tallarico's hands. Eventually,
So-
it might come out,
That's
but
great.
no,
Does that
they just can't use the Intellivision name anymore.
But does
it's
that
just
not-
the Amico now?
Okay, but here's an interesting question then about that. All those Intellivision games that it was sold on, because it was sold on classic Intellivision games too, where the fuck are those going now?
Basically,
I
all of its
think-
exclusives except for Earthworm Jim new game were just
Yeah.
remakes of old Intellivision games. Yeah.
Not purchase the console project. Television Entertainment LLC will rebrand and continue its business of developing and distributing the Amico brand game console. Listen, Atari, I understand that you have to be civil and you have to be nice and you have to be, very cool, very, you have to be, you have to promote.
Call this
good
guy a
relations.
fucking moron.
Just say, yeah, we don't know when the fuck that's coming out, but that ain't us.
Yeah, very branding, buddy.
Yeah.
This post is account you muted. Okay.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I mute a lot. I mute a lot of fucking accounts.
this is Oh, you
Oh,
mean
they're
Atari.
selling a T-shirt. Fuck you. No free advertisement.
Yeah, okay, I get why you muted Atari. Yeah, I thought
I'm either mute or block any ad.
that's
I was
fair.
gonna say Atari is
With
not
one
really.
exception, but we'll get to that.
Ooh. I was gonna say Atari's not really what Atari once was anymore. I mean, this. Atari,
Oh, yeah.
they
That-
don't even
Atari
have
is
a
like
real-
seven purchases and
Yeah.
like 8 corporate mergers, like removed from the original Atari.
That company
Yeah.
is, to put it nicely, the town bicycle. It has seen more action than you can imagine in this fucking industry.
It's rough. It's rough.
That name is not, like, everybody involved with that has never seen an Atari console, let alone...
They've seen the VCS, which is
Yeah.
what was it again? We looked at that.
Like
it was
300, I think. Hey, Atari, send
was-
us a VCS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
come
say
on.
good things about it.
Saw one in 3 parts and sent
Was it
each a
was it
third.
an Android console or like a miniature PC or what?
It was like a mini
It was an
PC.
PC.
You could effectively dual boot it into Windows.
Okay.
If you want
the
to.
whole thing was
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
customizability, and you could also it
I
had a
mean-
weird focus on programming games, like for
Yeah.
some reason.
Its specs would make a decent emulate. Like you could emulate probably
Oh,
everything
yeah,
up
you
to a
could-
PS2 on that fucking thing very well.
I'd probably even go as far as to say like
You could try
Not-
360.
yeah, like
Try
very
360.
specific PS3 games. Not 360,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
very specific PS3 games.
I feel that.
Shout
Honestly,
outs, by the way, to RPCS3 still crashing whenever I try to play Yakuza Dead Souls.
oh yeah.
Doesn't do it immediately. It's
fair.
always like after a half an hour just before I'm about to save. You
It's
know?
like the
To
moment
be
you
fair,
start
I
getting
think-
into it.
I think Dead Souls will kill a normal PC, not PC,
PS3.
PS3.
I really
it
wish
might.
they'd make a port because I played enough of it to know that it's a fun game. It's not.
Yeah, it's
It's not as
fine.
bad as people like shit on it. It's a fun game. It's not great,
I mean, it's
but like
certainly not the best Yakuza, but even a
Yeah.
bad Yakuza is better than most fucking games. Let's be real. Like,
it's a
oh, yeah.
fun. It's a fun, wacky. I mean, I like shitty PS2 third-person Japanese shooters.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Dirge of Cerberus or something. So it's basically one.
they'll
of
never do
those.
that one again. They'll never remake that
Yeah.
fucking game.
Probably not. They do have characters from it in the new FF continuity, but
Hmm.
you know,
Nice.
they don't want to They
Although,
don't want to remake the
they-
actual GAC game.
They remade Crisis Core, and I also thought that would never
Yeah,
get made
yeah.
again. So maybe.
Crisis Core is a fun game because I played like over half of it, and then it was like it just got too easy, and the the gameplay got boring, and then the plot also was nonsense, and it's not even like really there's scenes in Crisis Core that are funny, but a lot of them are just people talking. They're just real boring shit. It's like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the off-brand Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I'll pull up something for the state of play related things. So I'll tell people about free games, but I think Tristan's got
State
something
of play
else.
happening.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm just prepping for when we move on.
If you want to move on to the next thing, though, I'll pull this up.
We're on game and stuff, and we could probably go on.
Okay.
There's been some news.
Yes.
I think I heard. I'm not sure about this because I was just kind of scrolling through half asleep. But
Yes.
Xbox is rebranding as Microsoft Gaming now.
I am not entirely certain about that. I'd have to look into that one, but that'd be really stupid. That'd be really fucking stupid.
I heard something about that. They're like planning to kind of slow down, from what I heard.
Yeah.
I mean,
cutting back on those studios and rebranding, that makes sense.
See, here's what I don't understand what Microsoft has been doing lately. I like if effectively
they got a new guy really high up, and that guy's just been like, "Hey guys,
it's like,
you know what'd be really cool?"
It's like, geez, they really want to just shit the bed all the time. It is absurd. They've got like not even just Halo, which like Halo, there's so much they could do with, and I know 343 has been rough, but I feel like Microsoft also hasn't really been helping them out much, and been so much fucking like turnover there.
At least 50% of the like shit that we shit on 3434 is probably Microsoft decisions.
It most likely is. I feel like they should have kept the story people behind 4, because a lot of them left to go do other shit, and I like 4's story for what it is. It's obviously not the best Halo story. It really isn't, but it's better than whatever the fuck we got with 5.
It's the least bad 343 story.
No, actually, Infinite's pretty good.
Maybe besides Wars 2?
Wars 2 is pretty solid. I like Infinite. I feel like Infinite is like a half-baked mess that, like, the story kind of came together by the end a little bit. I like the weapon and her personality, and the pilot guy. The pilot guy's fun.
I just don't get the point of the open world thing. Everything has to be open world, so you just have this, like, instead of having like a bespoke level that's got nice theming, and you get the
they had
ships
those
flying in.
I would say I think open world can work with Halo, but you have to do it in a very specific way. Like, I think ODST did it perfectly.
I mean, yeah. I also,
because the Mombasa streets were pretty open.
The thing I kind of liked about the Infinite open world, though, is I kind of wish it had been bigger in a way, because it feels like you're driving around, you're finally getting into exploring, and then it's like, oh, you've kind of hit the boundary, or oh, you kind of got like this weird hill that shouldn't be here because it's the weird vertical hexagonal towers that are everywhere. You kind of see on the map there, and it's like it gets a lot about Halo right that Halo hasn't done in a very long fucking time, but it feels like they had an idea. Microsoft kind of tried to rush to get out for the launch of a console, realized how bad that was, and then pushed it back a whole year, and then brought in Joe Staten to be like, "Can you fix this, please?"
And then they said, "Well, it still has to run on Xbox One."
Yeah. That
means it has to run on an Xbox One S.
That means it has to have Craig, so it all kind of went downhill from there.
I like
Craig. Craig memes are fun. But...
Yeah, I played a little bit of Halo Infinite, and I feel like now the way you're talking about it, it's just making me think of Sonic Frontiers. Like, it kind of sucks. It's a bit shit, but it's also like the best the series has been in like a decade or more.
Yeah, it's like it's got so many cool ideas and like neat little things that are just threads because they're not finished.
But it's mostly like an unfocused pile of shit that didn't know what it want to be.
And it's like they're doing amazing things to New Forge. I've heard great things about that. I haven't really played a lot of the multiplayer lately.
I'd like to try to play that with you guys sometime, do like an Infinite Forge night, because I know there's a lot of stuff in there that's pretty like expandable.
People have done like crazy custom scripting, like people have made battle royales in it. People have made like somebody made a Helldivers clone. Somebody's doing essentially a COD Zombies knockoff in it that I've been paying a lot of attention to actually. It's one of those things. It's like, if that's the framework for how Halo Forge is going to be going forward, I'm excited. If this is the state of Halo going forward gameplay-wise, I'm a little iffy if this is like
Keep the grappling hook. That was a win. I like
the
that.
thing I love about the grappling hook is swinging into someone and then fucking punching them out. It's great.
Oh yeah.
But
No, I like that there's been like an uptick in certain things in gaming, like the grappling hook. Which
Grappling hook.
Every game is like,
We
we
need-
just
I'm really
need a
glad about
grappling
that.
hook.
I love Just Cause 2.
we need
Yeah.
wall running again, man. We need.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fucking pulling him in with a shotgun and shooting him. It's so fucking satisfying. It's just like it's almost good, but then like the cracks start to show, and then the multiplayer updates have been all over the fucking place. 6-month gap in between multiplayer maps and shit. It's fucking insane. It's hard to call the game a live service when its seasons are 7 months long. You know,
It's very interesting.
kind of a dead service. But
It's very interesting to compare current Halo, like Infinite, to 3 and Reach, because by
Yeah.
this
Those
time,
are also kind of live services, if you think about
I would say
it.
Reach
I mean-
more, but yeah.
A little bit.
well, that's the thing though. By this time, if we compare when Halo Infinite launched to now, in that amount of time,
Yeah.
they were done. They
Yeah.
had all the maps, they had all the extra little bells and whistles. I'm pretty sure they weren't even getting like regular updates at that point.
I don't think so. I think they were at end of life. Yeah, it's still getting updates. I mean, the live service model, it is great for multiplayer games, and people will shit on me for this, but you remember how, like, if you tried to play any of those map packs on 360, how fucking fractured it was, and you barely get any players?
Yeah, you would never really have anybody playing the new maps, which
Oh, yeah.
that is a downside of the previous sort of way of doing things.
But then you also got the other
But-
downsides. This new service.
But there
yeah.
are a lot of other downsides. For example, $20 fucking armor sets.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Oh, yeah. Hey, I mean...
That is a third of a game.
They're
Uh,
selling...
a little less than a third.
They're selling crazy cosmetics in COD that cost almost $30
There
now.
are all games that you can get, not even on sale, that are like indie, that are
Yeah, in
cheaper than
fact,
that.
Oh yeah.
store. Let me just look at my playlist, my wish list.
Which list?
So
Hell
let's take a look at let's take a look. Not on sale. We got Signalis. We got fucking Deadly Premonition 2 is on sale, but it's also like $40, which
yeah.
Shit, Starstruck Vagabond. I didn't know that came out yet. That's nice.
shit.
I'm gonna have to eventually grab that. You can
Yeah.
you can buy fucking Knights of the Old Republic for that price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or you could get an armor set, you know?
Fuck, I could do. There's a lot of things you just could do instead of doing buying
You
certain
could-
skins.
You could buy and play New Vegas.
I mean, the thing I'll say is like, if there are suckers that want to buy the skin, like, because I've bought some of them, I'm the sucker sometimes. I'll admit that. But if there are people that want to like wail out and buy this shit but keep my DLC for free, I will admit, I'm a little okay with that. You know.
I would be fine with it if it wasn't always a pain in the ass to
Yeah.
unlock it without paying.
I
Because
mean,
they have to
yeah.
make it a pain in the ass, or else there's no incentive to buy.
I mean, multiverses. I've been that just came out a couple days ago from recording, and I decided to try it. And yeah, all the characters like. I mean, the game's entirely free. And it makes sense. You get like 2 characters out of a roster of. Let me see here. I think it's like 25 or 30. And it's a Smash Brothers like fighting game, so you want to obviously unlock these characters.
Yeah, I've never liked. Oh, you can have the game for free, but you can only play as like 4 characters out of 100.
I mean,
It's especially
I get
if
that.
they play fundamentally differently. You know.
Yeah.
yeah. The thing I kind
It's-
of
Do you
it's-
unlock them in
it's-
multiverses? Do you just pay? Or
you can pay, but you do earn the currency pretty fast. Because I've already unlocked like 2 characters, and I was playing for like 4 hours, and that was not even me. Like I was doing other shit too. It's like
Seems
Would you-
about like the rate you'd unlock them in the old Smash game or something.
yeah, it's like I've currently
that's
real quick. I've got Jason Voorhees was just automatically because they gave everyone who played the open beta the battle pass for free. So that is one nice thing. I'll give
Cool.
props to WB. But like Jason Voorhees, I've unlocked Superman, Steven Universe, and Batman. And the only reason I bought Steven Universe is he seems horrifyingly overpowered from what I've seen. And Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we got three superheroes that are fighting crime, kicking ass. So he's, two of them are basically gods. And then you have Steven Universe. I'm gonna kill everyone with the power of friendship.
Yeah, it's like power, friendship, love, and
murder.
If
you do genocide, if you're nice.
Also, real quick, this is the State of Play blog post. And I there's a few things I want to point out, just because I think it's neat, and I think if people have this shit...
Well,
but actually, my neighbor's fucking... You could hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm moving out of this duplex soon. Don't worry. Yes.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say, so whatever.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, if you scroll down a little bit there, because they got a lot of things here. Some of this is like a sale going on. Some of this is like... Fuck, I clicked on the wrong thing on my end.
Oh hell yeah! I can have soccerman.png on
yeah, you get
PlayStation Plus.
You get a bunch of free PlayStation Plus stuff, and then they announced the monthly games. I'm gonna shout out the fact that Streets of Rage 4 and a new SpongeBob game is gonna be everyone's monthly game, so pick those up.
They could make a check.
There's also an AEW game, but
I got a shout out. I mean, I think you can still get this month's stuff for the next few days. This month has been a pretty good one. You get like the what do you call it? The donkey game, Animal Well, which he didn't make it, but
that's on the that's on like the monthly games are like the Ghost Runner, Tunic and stuff, and we got like that.
But yeah, well those are also good.
I've heard good things about Tunic.
Yeah, Animal Well is on the games catalog.
Oh, okay. Well, it's one of the other ones, but yeah, no, that was technically free plus, and I didn't have to pay any extra for it, and it was on there, and it's a really good game, I gotta say, for anyone who has heard about that Animal Well. It's basically, if anyone's ever played Knit Underground or Knit Stories.
I've played Underground.
Yeah, it's basically like that, but like really beautiful, rainy pixel art and stuff. Oh, what are we doing?
Alright, so real quick, I want to pause on this one. For anyone who has PSVR 2, all 6 of you, I hope one of you are listening. Available on
one game for each of you.
Yeah, on June 6th, they're putting out a whole bunch of games for PSVR 2 finally on the catalog. So,
I mean, hey, that's a number of games, and I would play most of them, like all of them, probably. So
yeah, there's
it's not bad.
The one I'm probably the most interested in is Saints and Sinners and Retribution. But I've played the first one, but
you need premium for that. So
yeah,
it's like one of the tiers,
it's the highest tier. Yeah, the next one is also the highest tier, but this one's actually really fucking cool.
I fucking hate
Tomb Raider Legends, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and fucking Star Wars Clone Wars.
I absolutely hate that they make their classic games on the high tier, because I bumped down to the second tier, and it just pisses me off that it's apparently premium for me to play like a PlayStation 1 game.
I do think they'll be selling, because they sell a lot of the, I think I saw all the PlayStation classics for $10 each, but I'm actually excited for Sly Cooper, personally.
Yeah.
These are also different from the old PS2 to PS4 games. So supposedly these are going to be on the emulator the PS1 and PSP games are.
Why can't they just update the PS3 version that was like an updated port of all three of them?
That is a good question, and I don't have an answer for it.
That one, I think that one might have fucked up some of the effects. It might have been Silent Hill collectioned a little bit. But
I think it might have.
Good.
Hey,
it's good to have a new version to play. Still, the whole Sly Cooper series, except for 4's fine gameplay-wise. Just don't pay attention. Play it on mute. Everybody's annoying. But like the first 3 classics of platformer gaming, some of the best ever.
This one's kind of neat in a way. They're adding into the game catalogs for extra and premium on specific days. Dredge, which is available now. Dredge is really fun. I recommend people play it.
Thanks.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, available on 31st. Cricket 24, yeah. And
That's a
then
lot of crickets.
it's June 5th. And then Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition, which is
The Definitive Edition.
the worst way to
Absolutely,
play it.
guys. Yeah,
But-
definitively the worst.
But hey, you can play it. And also, WWE
Hey,
2K24 is on
fucking
there.
Play a shitty trial of a shitty game. Cool.
Yeah, there's not much else past there other than they're doing the state of play on Thursday, which I'm hoping there's some good stuff.
Spiderman.
I'm really hope I'm gonna pick an old Sony franchise one to pull back out of the top of my head here. I'm gonna take a guess and say there's a new Infamous game, but not made by Sucker Punch.
That's yeah, I'd say that's a relatively safe bet.
I
like-
would go
I
with
could, I wouldn't
I could
be
see it
too
happening.
surprised if there was a new
if they
Infamous
want
game.
to if they want to like revive an old series, you know what's been gone for a while. A lot of people have been asking for an Ape Escape remake or reboot or
Oh,
something.
I'm
could see
still
that, maybe.
I'm still disappointed on the fact they canceled the in development, even though it was a live service version, an in development Twisted Metal game. Especially after the show ended up fucking hardcore. It was good.
Oh, hey, Helldivers is a live service game.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
they'll
It's-
reconfigure it.
It's also, I think, officially like their 7th most successful game of all time. It's fucking
Wow.
absurdly successful for them. And
Is it still not available for purchase in a whole shit ton of countries?
Yep. Thank you, Sony.
Good job.
I
That's
guess-
only on PC or is it on
It's
PlayStation also?
I think it's on both. It's on both. Let me really quick.
Yeah,
I need to.
it's on both. I'm not sure about its buyability status.
I'm gonna pull
That
up.
really sucks.
This is another one where I'm just linking the tweet to you.
Okay.
All right. So
Somebody's,
this
like,
is.
screaming outside. I don't know what the hell's happening.
We're all getting like noises around us. You gotta love
Wario
it.
64. Yeah, I looked over there just a second ago. There's a fucking bird nesting in my window.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit. By the way, yeah. Tomorrow, on the same day,
State of play.
3 p.m. 6 Eastern, but yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern. Marvelous and
Marvelous.
Sony are doing something the exact same fucking time, and then Silent Hill Transmission an hour later.
What the fuck is Marvelous?
What does Marvelous do besides story seasons?
Pretty
That's
much
the only thing I
stuff
know
like
that
that. They do the real
Like Rune Factory.
yeah, they do stuff like that. I don't know if they've been up to lately, but
Stuff that.
I'm gonna
Is
be.
Pocky and Rocky Marvelous?
I think it might be. I'm not certain.
It'd be cool to have a new Pocky and Rocky game.
Yeah? Hmm?
I'm utterly nervous and horrifyingly excited for a Silent Hill Transmission. I'm gonna take a called out shot here. I think even despite all the issues of Ascension, I think a season 2 will happen because it was funded by Genvid and not Konami. So Konami just says, "Hey, you can do it."
I really hope that that us crane heads get some
Oh,
more
yeah.
footage from the
Dude.
Crane movie.
Apparently, that's what's showing up.
Great.
Hell yeah, brothers!
Let me see if I think the official Silent Hill did tweet out. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Crane! Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
I mean, they had the last Silent Hill Direct thing, and it was like, hey, we're remaking 2, and it's going to be made by
It
those
looks
people
horrible.
that made that game that everybody hates.
Yeah.
The one that says abuse victims, it's their fault actually.
And they deserve it.
I'm
Yeah.
very deep.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there was we're making a movie based on 2, except it has a bunch of extra bullshit nobody wants, and it's based on like
Christoph Gans and his crane.
Yeah, his smelly
Right,
French
right.
cranes.
yeah.
Yep.
And then also they
Oh.
were selling like fucking.
I hate that
skateboards and
image.
shit. Oh,
I
God.
hate that so much.
That's great.
Oh my god,
Looks very happy.
that's awful.
Someone else says, "What the fuck, you?"
But yeah, for the second installment of the Silent Hill Transmission, where we'll share game updates, a deeper look at the film, and new merch.
Hell yeah!
New merch. Buy that merch.
I'm gonna
you
be
think we're
real. If it's cool merch, I'll be excited. But
Yeah,
So
I know you want to buy the Silent Hill skateboard, Vane. I know.
I
Where's
kind of
that,
wanted to buy the Silent Hill 4 skateboard. I'm going to be 100%. By the way, I love how Konami is. You can tell Konami is so fucking out of... Look at the bio and how it has a fucking Facebook.com link. What the fuck, Konami? Not even your own goddamn website? What the fuck?
Facebook.com. They don't even have pronouns.
I'm pulling something up. Real
The
quick.
fear of the blood tends to create fear for the flesh. What the Oh, it's Silent Hill.
That's a Lay Silent Hill 1 reference.
I thought that was like the Konami official. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But no, Silent Hill. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait till
Ceramics.com.
I can't wait until we got a fucking merch drop like this.
OnlineCeramics.com.
That's my favorite OnlineCeramics.com quote.
It's not even ceramic.
Yeah, it's a T-shirt. Why is it
What the fuck?
ceramic?
Also, this isn't fucking oh jeez, who said this? It was Angela, right?
Who would ever buy this? Like that's such a bad.
So. I think Mary says
it was either Maria or Angela. I forget.
Yeah, it was Maria. Yeah, Maria.
But Mary didn't fucking say that.
Yeah.
There's a random picture that just looks like it sucks. There's like just a logo. This whole thing is to every element of this shirt sucks.
Are we in the wrong business?
This isn't even. I guess so.
I'm gonna make ceramics merch.
Well, honest to God.
The worst one. Let me look for the worst one.
I want to do offlineplastics.net. How about that?
Oh yeah.
All right. Just copy.
Oh, also, I did forget to mention there's like $50 off PSVR 2. That's a sale that's going on too. Oh my god!
This shit.
You know, let's be real. That's so tacky and gross. I kind of want to buy it.
Honestly, yeah, same.
It's physically disgusting to me.
They style online ceramics.
Oh yeah, the classic.
It says it twice.
3 times.
They didn't have a dashman.com and a www.
Online ceramics.
Online
ceramics.
Honest,
like
ceramics.
anyone would see this and think, "Oh, Silent Hill 2 online, like Silent Hill 2 : online ceramics is the name."
That's
of
the full title.
Property.
Yeah.
Also, we got the classic Eddie Dombrowski quote. I
mean,
don't know what the fuck
it's
it's
doing
here.
It's a good quote, but it's like,
yeah.
Put an image of Eddie with the gun.
Why is it?
Honestly,
why is it from the fucking Leave ending? Why is there a screenshot from the Leave ending and then you have fucking Eddie going and saying, "Yeah, we're all gonna die."
Yeah, it's like,
you know, Eddie, when you corpse kids, you can't laugh at me when you're fucking dead.
I know almost nothing about Silent Hill. I'm just looking at this T-shirt and this is terrible. I would never ever wear this.
Okay, if I showed up,
screenshot of the game, this horrible font and random like logos. God, the quote is just... Oh, come on.
Oh, it's even better. That's even better. No, I'll buy that one. Oh,
God, what's this fucking font?
Link that to me.
I'm pulling up...
Okay, this is like an ugly Christmas sweater for Silent Hill.
That's perfect. I want that.
Fuck your site tracking. Alright, let's just pop that in. I'm opening up PDN right now and seeing what fucking font that is, because I have that font.
Yeah, that looks pretty generic. God, the little logo next to her. Why did they do this?
Thank you, Konami.
I love the way the sleeve, it says the name of their site first and then the game.
Yeah, it's like the software tool works as fucking Star Wars chess.
Oh my god, that's so hideous. Why were they allowed to do that? This is the ugly Sonic of clothing design. Of like merch design. Like how did they allow this? God.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. This is Konami.
They're probably the people who chose, like, they're probably the people who said, yeah, we can do this really cheap.
There is, like, they've got another official thing that they've been working with, and some of the stuff on here looks downright, I mean, obviously, like, some of the Greco statues and shit, that's obviously going to look like Gecko. I don't know how to pronounce it right. Some of that shit looks amazing, but it's also, you gotta think, like, you're giving Konami money.
Yeah.
Like, that from
cool.
Yeah, that from a short message, like, that looks fucking wild. And obviously,
Lord.
Yeah. Like, these statues look amazing, and obviously, like, this company makes statues professionally. It's not a Konami-owned company.
This
Maria
isn't
looking
online
kinda-
ceramics that made these statues.
Exactly, yeah.
Maria looking kind of weird.
Looks a little goofy,
Yeah.
but
Maria looking a little bit too happy, you know?
It
yeah.
looks a little like a clown, you know.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
just a little clown. You
Just
know,
like 42,000 yen.
James is just like,
What is that, like $400?
I think it's about. I'd say about like.
Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah,
Holy
from the
shit.
company that makes
No.
these, makes sense. But look at that fucking like the Misty Day one. That is fucking beautiful. Like that is.
That is really good. Although you could probably just get by better with like getting the pyramid thing Figma.
True.
This just reminds me of when I was like a kid and I really wanted those Halo 2 action figures. And I was like,
I still do,
so
brother.
detailed. Yeah, they were great.
I still want them.
This
But-
looks great though. That's a really
Make your
good
own
figure.
version of fucking RB and the Chief.
But yeah, they sell apparel also here. If you scroll back up a little, they've got.
Oh, do they have online ceramics merch? Awesome.
I think they got
Oh,
better. Oh, you passed it already.
Oh
you-
yeah, I saw the
you-
T-shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shirt with the dog or the hat. Sure, these
Yeah.
are
Wow!
good. This is
Wow!
good. Look at
Wow!
that.
This I know that font, but still,
Yeah.
this shit looks so much better than the online ceramics bullshit.
I think
This is a
online
real-
ceramics just sucks.
Excellent
Possibly.
shirt. This is what you do. This is what
And-
you do.
Unless online ceramics wants to sponsor us, then hey,
No, I wouldn't
Bat
allow
my
it.
eyes.
Gecko, if
Yeah,
they want
I
to
think
sponsor
Gecko,
I would draw
yes.
the line.
that's
Yeah.
fair. I'm batting my eyes. I'm trying to look pretty for anyone. But yeah, no, some of these like I actually kind of want to buy myself. If I'm being honest, like the one that's just a screenshot of like the dog ending is like, admittedly, it's just a screenshot of a dog ending. You passed it, right? There.
Oh yeah, there
Yep.
it is.
Like, admittedly, just a
Look
screenshot of a
that
dog
one,
ending. But I
I like
like
the
it.
pyramid head one there too.
Oh yeah, the Robbie the Rabbit
Pyramid
one.
thing.
Like again,
Let me know when you want to scroll. I'm still looking for that font.
you can scroll. I mean, yeah, they don't have too much on the site. Which, like,
Much better stuff though.
yeah, it's still like higher quality.
Yeah.
Okay,
But my
hang
favorite
on.
one is that last one at the bottom right there.
Let me pull this shit up again. Hang on. I think I might have found it.
Okay.
Online ceramics.
Online ceramics.
Is that it?
Silent Hill 2.
Oh, this is.
See, now
it's
that
old.
now it sounds like a different kind of subtitle, where a game puts a subtitle before the actual title. Online
Oh, yeah.
ceramics.
Cerberus
Silent Hill 2.
Final Fantasy 7. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where? All right, I think I found it, but I'm just gonna check the rest of my fonts to be safe.
Okay.
You're doing this one.
Yeah, he's doing.
Yeah, I'm looking for it because I know this font.
For
I scrolled
those-
past it
On
because
that
it always
picture?
looks like garbage.
Really quick for
Okay.
those who are just listening, this is the Silent Hill 2 Green Fleece crew neck from OnlineCeramics.com.
Oh yeah, online ceramics. Go to them for all your ceramic T-shirts that look disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
this-
do not understand the title.
I was
Somebody smarter
thinking
than
they
me
made
does.
the other like the statues you were showing because they might have been ceramic, but no.
No, different company.
Yeah.
All right,
All right, what was
so
it, Tristan?
I'm going to post this in the chat, then copy the link and
Oh, it
put it
really is
in
it.
the browser.
Ah,
Yeah.
This is Hobo Standard, and it looks like fucking garbage. And they used it.
That's-
It's not even a quote from Maria, by the way.
yeah.
I was so stunlocked by the fact that I know this font and it looks like garbage. That
like,
this
this is
isn't
a
a
Mary.
Maria quote. This is a
Mary.
Mary quote.
Yeah.
Can you cut
Someone
that
who's
T-shirt out
fucking
and put that in the
dead.
thumbnail? God, that's such
What?
the shirt. I'm like that needs. I want people to know that shirt exists. That needs to be.
The problem is you also have to keep on the online ceramics branding.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I don't want to
wanna
put
And
this
you-
front and center.
you
And
know,
also,
and-
I don't think there's any decent place I could put that in the thumbnail.
Admittedly, it's good branding because you kind of have to say it and say the whole fucking thing.
I mean,
I mean,
want
yeah,
this-
but also, I don't fully believe the any publicity is good publicity thing because wow, if I saw this, I'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't want to buy anything from Online Ceramics.
Hey,
This
this
looks
looks-
dumb and tacky and cheap.
It looks
does.
like the Harry Potter Sonic Obama backpack.
Yeah, but at least like the
Because-
charm about Harry Potter Sonic Obama is that
Well, yeah, it looks
it's Harry Potter
bootleg.
Sonic Obama.
And
Yeah.
then you just have this stuff
Like, yeah,
this
that-
this looks fantastic.
Artistic shirt design.
Oh yeah, it's got a back and like, let's see what's on the back.
Oh,
Oh, that fox. Oh, that fox.
it's a good Silent Hill looking font.
Okay.
You know,
The
No, hang on.
turning's a bit fucked.
A little bit. We synced on that. But send me that link because I'm buying that. That is a
All right,
purchase.
fuck it.
That is a fucking purchase for me.
Actually,
Fuck
I'm
turning
going
it.
back.
I feel like
Okay.
it helped
Make sure
with
I have
the
the
like,
right one. What the
you
fuck?
know, it makes it kind of off kilter and weird. You know.
I also like the trucker hats and stuff too. It's
Actually, I'll just send you the link to the apparel section. There.
you know I linked and now that I realize I linked you the store.
Yeah, you linked it yourself. What the fuck?
Good job, boys.
I've been hitting this fucking vape too hard.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've also been awake for
Oh,
a
dude.
while.
So I woke up at like 5 a.m. this morning to go to work, and I swear to
woke
God,
up at 2:30.
I saw you posted messages. I was like, oh shit, you've been up.
Yeah.
But I woke up and I guess I was laying on my arm like in a weird way, but it has been numb all fucking day until like 2 hours ago. It was like I was like I was trying to get myself a
Yeah.
stranger, but I wasn't actually trying to do that. I just laid on it.
Yeah.
I'm a side sleeper, but it hasn't done that in a long time. I was like, oh fuck, and I had to run like my fucking machines with that. I'm like, it's gonna be great. But yeah, off the Silent Hill talk. Let's shift to films because I know you got something there, Tristan.
George Lucas says
Hello.
the negative from discussing film.
Yes.
George Lucas says the negative response to the prequel trilogy came from critics and fans who had been 10 years old when they saw the first film and now didn't want to watch a children's movie. It's a kids movie. It's always been a kids movie. George F. Lucas. What
wouldn't say-
kid
I wouldn't
likes
say always.
trade disputes in the Senate? What kid
Yeah.
likes 20-minute long scenes where they're calling for votes of no confidence? A kid doesn't even know what a vote of no confidence is.
Yeah, if
Well, I mean, like, that's the first movie. The second one, for sure, was... I remember seeing this...
That's the thing.
Attack of
The second one
Clones.
had more Senate stuff.
I guess.
it did.
I
The
remember
third was a little
seeing-
more action, I think.
I remember
Yeah,
seeing
the
the
third one,
second
it still
one
had some though.
on, like, TBS as a kid, and I didn't know anything about Star Wars, and I just caught on the last, like, you know, half hour or whatever, where it was like the fireworks factory that Anakin goes through, where he's jumping over lava.
I hate that sequence. It was. I hate it so much that I watched Attack of the Clones recently, like a couple weeks ago, and it's fine. Like that segment. The issue is when I watched it back then, I was so fucking bored that it seemed like it was like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
No, that's the
It's
final
not-
fight in the third movie.
Yeah, the fight does
Although,
drag on.
to be fair, at the very least, I'm here for the Anakin and Obi-Wan shit. You know,
Yeah.
that is kind of what you're there
maybe
for.
not.
It's a
maybe
little
not Padme
over-
slowly dying as she's pregnant, or Yoda, getting kicked around by fucking Palpatine.
It is
Yeah.
kind of like an interesting choice, though, to basically make half of your movie just be the battle between the two guys. That's like it's almost like a One Piece story arc where it's just Luffy fighting some dude for fucking 400 chapters.
It kind of is, yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
I like parts of the prequels, you know. I mean, like,
I like the
Everybody's
ideas that
already said-
prequels are rolling with, you know?
well, yeah, everyone always said, like, there's, Knights of the Old Republic wouldn't happen without the prequels. A lot of the cool, like, planets
Oh,
and
yeah.
visuals and, like, art design of the prequels. And I've seen people
That's
write
fair,
that
yeah.
off as being like, oh, a lot of talented people work in Hollywood, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's a little, reductive.
I get you. I'm nostalgic for the vibe of the prequels.
Yeah, the art design
Yeah.
and just like the way. I mean, like you look at them now and they look like a lot of the shots that are right here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
one-
CG.
yeah, it looks like I've described it before as looking like Sega CD, like FMV visuals,
Yeah,
where it's
see,
like real
kinda.
person digitally put into like a fake PS2 background.
See, some of those look good. Like,
This-
the plastic
That
on that
looks
looks
okay.
great. I think
Yeah.
that still holds up.
That's
But
the
then,
thing.
like,
This isn't supposed to be plastic. This is supposed to be metal.
well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but it has machine. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Yeah,
supposed to look like an
it's a
action
lot
figure.
worse with the clones in Attack of the Clones.
yeah, but then you
You
go
don't
like
really see
here, and
it.
it's like, yeah, he doesn't know what he's actually looking at here.
Yeah.
Not it is
Yeah.
fucking Anakin,
Actually,
like,
that's not Plo Koon. That's Sicey 10.
yeah, it's like, so some of it's all over the place, and eventually I would like to cover all the Star Wars films, because I
Where
still
is
posit
my
that,
homie
like,
Plo Koon?
the best films in the series, like in the trilogies, I'm not counting the side films. So eventually I'll watch all of them again, but I still think those first two original films are probably the best it ever gets. And then it just,
Yeah, it's a series with vastly more misses than hits.
yeah, it's I described it as a roller coaster ride where, like, the first two segments of that roller coaster are getting you real high, and then they like dip you down, but then the later ones are just kind of like, here's your height and here's your low. You're not getting a lot of entertainment out of it in the long term.
Yeah,
It's like,
it transforms from
know.
fucking Big Bad Wolf to Small World.
I mean, it goes from one of the most classic film trilogies ever, and a lot of people don't like Star Wars, but whatever. It's
Yeah.
earned its flowers. It's one of the big movies of
yeah.
all time. All three of the originals.
Oh yeah.
And then the prequels are at least like funny bad a lot of the time, and they have some moments. And then
Yeah,
the
they
new
can-
ones are just like kind of depressing. They're like
I will
slop. I don't know.
I will still defend Last Jedi, but the other
there's-
two.
The Last Jedi was trying something at least. Like,
Everybody shit on. I still can't understand. Like, I haven't seen it still because I kind of don't care that much. But like, 'cause I saw the first and third one. First one, I was like, "Oh, new Star Wars," and then
yeah.
third one, I was like, "Ah, whatever. It's in the theaters. I might as well."
For the first one, I was
wow.
very much blinded by new Star Wars, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, obviously they set all this stuff up. They have a plan. They didn't have a plan. And
It's
I was watching
unbelievable
Last
that they didn't
Jedi.
have a plan. It's crazy they went in with nothing.
Yeah.
And I was watching Last Jedi. And I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. So they're gonna do just Kylo for the last one. I see where they're going. They
Yeah.
got plans, and then Rise of Skywalker comes around.
Yeah,
and it made it retro. It is not often that a piece of media retroactively makes me hate another piece of media. But goddamn, Rise of Skywalker did that for
Force Awakens.
Was it fucking called? Force Awakens. I almost said A New Hope too.
Yeah. I still have not watched this fucking turd. This is Rise of Skywalker. Somebody gave this to me on 4K Blu-ray for
You
Christmas.
haven't seen it at all?
I still have not watched it.
I
Wow.
don't have any physical copies of Star Wars stuff around.
I've
Republic.
I've looked at
I got
it.
my books downstairs.
Actually, wait, hang on.
It's like
Oh. Wait, you got a stormtrooper helmet right above you there.
True.
Tristan, you got a stormtrooper helmet right above you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I also have
Oh
have the novels.
shit.
Nice.
What?
Is that the movie novelization?
yeah.
Oh, I remember reading those. That's cool.
Man,
It's the one that says jizz.
playing jizz.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and
I
they,
mean-
they retconned it to Jats, and that sucks.
That is
Oh.
such a
Sucks
Disney
jizz.
thing.
That
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one also includes a separate bonus Blu-ray disc, which I am also never watching. I miss
Might as
special
well.
features.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like kind of a shit show. I mean, I remember kind of liking it at the time because I think I was just high or something.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was watching it, and I guess what it was I remember people saying that it was like the worst Star Wars ever, and the lead
It
up to
is.
Yeah.
It kind of is, and I remember watching it just like, well, it's not like visually ugly like the prequels are, I guess. You
Yeah.
know, I guess it's kind of feels like a Star Wars movie, but as the time went on and YouTubers told me not to like it, I realized I shouldn't like it.
I mean, I guess it's not as bad as like the Ewok movies, the direct to
Yeah.
VHS Ewok movies from the 80s.
Yeah.
But those don't really count, do they?
It's really funny to me, like, The Last Jedi came out, and I don't know, maybe that movie's not great,
Yeah.
but, like, everybody shit on it for trying to do something new, which maybe wasn't really great, some new stuff, but, like,
Yeah, but
then
it's at
what
least
we got
something
was
different.
a pivot into things you know and nothing but. It was like they wanted to change up what Star Wars could do a little bit, from what I've heard of it anyway. Like they wanted to break away from the light and dark Jedi Sith thing, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
it
then
was
people were
very
like,
similar to Krea's dialogues in Knights of the Republic too.
people were very upset about this, and I mean, like, it's funny to look back on it now because I feel like a lot of the same people probably want Star Wars to like change a bit and not just be like, I mean,
Yeah.
like Red Letter Media, whatever you could say about them, I love them, but it was weird where they were like anti-change in Star Wars, but also then Rogue One came out and their whole thing was it's just things you know, they didn't do anything new, and it's
Yeah.
like, why
Yeah.
didn't you like Last Jedi at all then? I don't get it. I mean, I haven't seen it. I didn't see either of those movies, to be fair, so I'm like out of the loop.
I
but,
liked
you know.
Rogue One for what it is, and I just consider
Yeah,
it to be a
I really
space.
like it.
I consider it to be a space Vietnam film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like Halo Reach, but in the Star Wars universe.
That too. That's
It's
spoiler.
okay, yeah.
But
That's a spoiler.
my favorite thing about the Red Letter Media Last Jedi review
Yeah.
is that Mr. Plinkett's like, oh well, why do they care about some old lady?
Which
Oh,
old lady?
what's she gonna do? She literally fucking destroyed your massive planet-sized ultra death space.
Oh yeah.
Which old lady?
You probably want to go and
the
fucking
chick?
kill her.
Yeah. The
Smack
one
her
played
up.
by Laura Dern.
No.
The
I'm talking about Leia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
see.
I thought-
Why is the First Order going after the Resistance base? I don't know. Did you watch the seventh
Yeah.
one? You tell me, buddy.
It makes sense they're going
And
after
then-
Resistance. It's for Resistance.
I mean, they probably have bigger fish to fry than just like some old lady. I mean,
Well,
it
true,
seems
but
like a
but
big
also,
fry.
no,
well, you got to think though, it's a Skywalker.
They-
Still a Skywalker.
They don't have bigger. They do
True.
not have bigger fish to fry. They're the ones who blew up the giant planet-sized ultra mega death laser.
True,
Yeah,
And also,
but again, still a Skywalker. That's still a
Mr.
big bounty,
Miss-
probably.
yeah, and also Kylo's like
You
dead
think.
set on fucking
Also, yeah, it's
making-
Kylo's
making
mom.
them eat shit.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then another detail that Mr. Plinkett, I'm not sure
I
who
did
writes the
forget
Mr.
about that.
Plinkett reviews. I'm
It's,
not sure if it's like
It's-
a
I
group
think it's
effort.
mostly Mike.
I think it's Mike Stoklasa. Yeah, he voices it and everything.
Yeah. I guess Mike missed it, but like he was wondering, well, how do they know where the base is? They say it at the end of the last movie. It's not
I mean,
really.
I'm so far like I haven't watched any of them in such a long time. It's I remember.
It's just a
The
strange.
one
Like-
thing I remember about that video is the part where he talks about how the movie is like a comedy of errors, where it's just like, oh, and then they failed at this, and then oh, she got
Yeah,
those people
that's-
killed, and
That's called the fucking theme.
I guess so. It's just
Yeah.
kind of
The
funny when you look at it in that way. It's like, wow, they just
It is
fuck up
kinda-
constantly.
It is kind of
Yeah.
funny how much they fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, 'cause I haven't seen it, so when it's just framed that way, it's like, wow, this
So-
is just a series of cascading failures. Like,
I mean,
It is.
sometimes an idiot plot is the best kind of plot where it's like all bunch of dumbasses keep doing wrong thing. Like that's a great plot for some movies. It makes sense sometimes doing a Star Wars film where they're all just kind of like they're trying but they fuck up. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
It's like
So we should probably get off of Star Wars talk because good lord. Whew.
Drew. Sorry, people.
So speaking of Ryan Johnson,
Yes.
new Knives Out movie.
Yep.
It's named after.
I'm
a
upset
U2
about
song?
this.
It is.
Oh,
Why are you upset?
I didn't catch. I'm upset for one reason. And
Yes.
it's a stupid reason.
Those are the best
So-
kind.
The first one was Knives Out. Simple. The second one is not a Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. And I
Yep.
said this a while ago because I legally bought Glass Onion,
Yes.
and I was like,
Legally watched on Netflix.
I really hope that the third one,
Is a glass
Is-
onion mystery.
something a Glass Onion mystery, and then they
Oh.
kept on going
Like-
like that. So this would be Wake Up Dead Man, a Glass Onion mystery, and the next one would be like Mr. Man takes a shit, a Wake Up Dead Man mystery.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really funny running joke.
It
I
would be
understand
good.
why they don't do it,
Yeah.
but
That's
it would be
marketing,
really
branding.
funny if they did.
It would.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason that I brought this in.
I mean, I've got to respect Ryan Johnson for keeping the mystery, like, the interesting mystery film alive, because
Yeah,
They've been doing-
I haven't watched Glass Onion yet, but I really should.
There's
That was
that's
fantastic.
the other one.
People fucking hated Ryan Johnson, and I never understood it. He seemed like, I mean,
Yeah,
there was the obvious, like,
He's
he
the
was
guy
like,
who ruined Star Wars.
he's the director of one of
lefty,
my favorite
cock-
films.
he wore a Forces Female shirt or something, whatever,
like-
but then, like,
Who
whatever.
cares?
Oh wow, someone wore a fucking mega corporation feminist.
It's
someone
like-
who worked
Ooh.
for that company.
Yeah, this dude's
like
getting
crazy.
paid. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll wear that shirt. Could have a fucking like horse getting fucked
Penis.
by a
Big penis.
like
on it.
giraffe, and he would wear it because he's getting paid to wear it. He doesn't
That
give a
shirt could
fuck.
have a giraffe blowjob like the Resident
Oh,
Evil
hell
7
yeah.
logo.
Hell yeah. Oh, there is real quick. I'll just touch on it. Apparently, we're getting a Code Veronica and the Resident Evil Zero remake. Supposedly, those two are in production.
Really, Resident Evil Zero.
Resident Evil Zero.
Honestly,
You know,
I really
ones that
don't
still-
think. Well,
Like, isn't that one of the ones that still holds up well?
Not Zero.
visually,
yes.
abso-fucking-lutely.
Gameplay wise,
Gameplay-wise, I feel like they
no.
could make some really good changes there.
there's a lot of. They
Because-
could honestly make it longer.
Resident Evil,
right?
Resident Evil Zero has some fucking awful gameplay decisions.
It does. It's
Really?
it's got a dual character system. Also, I think you control two characters at the same time.
It's single player co-op,
Yeah,
but
That sounds weird.
it was
Not like in 2 or something, but like,
No.
it's
two
simultaneous.
characters at the same time.
I don't
But
know.
let me.
And
fuck,
You
fuck
could swap
fam.
between them, or is it you walked with both analog sticks for them?
You can both. It's both.
I thought it was one or the other, but okay, that's fucking gross. I hate it.
That sounds
I hate it on
weird,
both.
yeah. I never heard that. I hear people like Zero.
Well, that's the thing.
Some people do.
You choose. It's fine. It's not
Yeah.
horrible, but it does.
Not
have
my
some
not my
big
favorite
flaws.
personally, but
It's a little quirky.
This is all the proof you need that Resident Evil Zero is a poorly designed game.
oh, I know that reference.
If you know,
I
you know.
understand.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it looks like kind of ugly. I mean, is
Oh no
It's-
no! It looks okay. It's a
Yeah.
GameCube game. It looks fine.
it's useless.
Oh, what is it? A
No,
harpoon
actually,
gun?
I thought it was
issue
useless.
The issue is that it's incredibly useful.
Okay,
and
I'm mixing
you're
up
never told
games.
that. Okay, so this is the hook shot.
Yes.
Haha, Zelda joke.
That
But
actually
in
looks
Resident
all-
Evil Zero,
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
I don't know.
in Resident Evil Zero, you pick this up on the train and you use it to like hook onto a broken ladder to get to the roof of one of the train cars.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a double spaced item, which means it takes up 2 slots. But whatever. It's just a key item. And you just throw it away once you're done, right?
Nope.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You
I
think?
don't think
No!
I don't think that's right.
Because the hook shot somehow becomes useful half the game later, and then you use it like 5 or 6 times throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, and
And
I don't think there's even really that
Resident
many
Evil-
item boxes, are there?
Yeah,
What do
Resident
you
Evil
do
0
with
doesn't
it?
have item box. You just drop it on the ground.
Oh,
Which
that's
means
fine.
Yeah.
if you haven't been thinking and you come across the area where you have to use it again, you have to backtrack all the way
way.
back to where the train, spoiler alert, crashes.
Okay, see, I remember for some reason I thought this was a weapon because I'm mixing it up with a different gun in a different game.
Yeah, it's like the
It's been-
bow gun. Look, yeah, it kind of looks like the bow gun from Resident Evil 2.
I think so.
or, like-
It's been I played Zero on the GameCube. I think when it came out around that time. It's been so fucking long, but
we gotta do that hyperfixations on Resident Evil. We gotta get
We
Wayne
do.
on the
Yeah, that'd be
phone.
cool.
honestly, that and like Code Veronica is one of the ones that I feel like it could definitely use a remake because
I
Heard a lot of mixed stuff about that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I
Is
think
it like
from a
the
gameplay
real-
perspective,
isn't that the real RE4 basically?
essentially, yeah.
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
from a
came out on
gameplay
Dreamcast.
perspective, they could do a lot better.
Yeah.
For Code Veronica, like Code Veronica is famously kind of broken, where you
Mhm.
can get yourself into an unwinnable game state just by not knowing enough about the rest of the game.
Mm.
But if you choose not to, if you choose to do certain things, the game becomes infinitely easier, especially the final boss.
Yeah.
There's also a room that you have to go through like 7 different times in the Antarctic portion. It's like second.
Yeah.
not quite second half of the game, but it's around that point
It's around the
where
middle.
you're about to get to the second half. And it's filled with moths that give you poison damage.
Yeah.
And you have to constantly keep going through this fucking room. And the blue herbs are in this room. They're here. This is where they are. So if you get poisoned, you have to go into this room and get it. And the worst fucking part is that the moths will lay eggs into your back. And
Ugh.
when they hatch, which they can hatch either the next room or like 5 or 6 rooms later, they deal poison damage. So you have to go back to that room and get more fucking eggs implanted into you to heal your fucking poison. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds bad.
Hey, if they
But-
honestly just avoid that with the next version, sounds like it'd be better.
Yeah. So
They
one thing I will
remake
say,
the Resident Evil 3 game because I heard they fucked that one up.
Yeah.
fucked it up. But real quick, I think we might need to take a quick break. I need to go to the bathroom. So real
alright.
quick
I want
before
to get a drink.
Okay,
Before I
yeah, fair
go,
enough. Oh.
there are some tone things that I think they would probably fuck up if they redid a Code Veronica remake. Like Alfred Ashford is fucking nuts and kooky and weird,
They would
and
not
I feel like
do
they would
things.
make him too scary. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like if he's too scary, then it doesn't really work.
But
'cause
they
he's
still
just like vaguely Nazi guy.
They still kept the tone with little short man from 4. Can't think of his name.
Not quite actually, because they took away his hat.
Yeah, but he was still
He took away his
playful and
hat.
goofy. He was still
Not that's the thing. Not as playful and goofy as he was in the
he
original.
was still he was menacing. Now more menacing.
Well, that's the thing. I think the menace kind of subtracts from what makes the character unique.
Guys, it
No,
was
no,
soulless.
And I think with that,
Oh.
we should probably take a break.
Yeah, so that will be right.
Penis.
Venus.
All right,
We're back.
we are back.
Hell.
So yeah, sorry about that. Blame my small bladder.
Hey, I had to go too. I just was holding it in. I'm like over here
I did a
shifting
little
back and
freaky
forth.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
So enough about Resident Evil. We'll get to a hyperfixation eventually.
Oh yeah.
Check this out.
Oh
We'll put this. Kinda
yeah.
low.
We
Here,
get the
well,
I Feel Fantastic woman in the background.
Just found out how to vanquish the evil demon on YouTube.
Oh shit! It's him.
I play demons, so
Yeah, he's the Demon
This
Slayer.
video is brought to you by the Dollar Shave Club.
I wonder if they were actually sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
no, I don't think so.
Drain its blood on a full moon. Ooh. Now don't forget to
Oh,
like
you got
and
another
subscribe.
Trump is guilty, Trump is innocent.
Oh, God.
I just found out how to vanquish the evil demon.
By the way,
So yeah,
the thing I love about this is the joke is that the Dollar Shave Club ad is like 9 minutes
Video is
long.
brought to you by the
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because when he skips ahead, you'll see the red bar is like almost at the ass end. Honest to God,
here's
I'm glad to see him on there.
Apparently, Linkara and Movie Bob are both very upset.
Yeah, when aren't
Those
they?
are favorites. Yeah.
When aren't?
Well, they're
fucking-
I forget what Movie Bob's problem is. I think Linkara is just upset that he didn't get. Because I guess these are the guys that have been making fun of him. And
Yeah, but from
These are the mean boys that have been bullying him from down the road.
they probably think that fucking Zach or Oni or something.
Yeah.
They're like right wing turbo.
They
predators
might-
or something. I don't
for
know.
Movie Bob maybe. For Linkara, I don't know what Linkara's
Well,
politics
well,
are.
Movie
I think
Bob
Lucar is
went
just
on-
dumb.
Okay, first of all, I have to say somebody made a video. Dylan the Night Owl just made a video that's an 8-hour look at all of Linkara's books.
Oh yeah.
It's 8 hours of Linkara books, and apparently Kiwi Farms didn't get beyond like the first book or something. So
I can only
it's
assume
quite bad.
like his writing has to be better than Onision's because I've read those books and I was gonna do a video on him at one point.
Yeah, everybody did a video. on
I
it.
wonder
Yeah.
if he's better than Movie Bob.
Well, funny you should say that because Movie Bob went on. Linkara and Movie Bob both mad about this. I don't know
Yeah.
what Movie Bob's deal is, but he went on some kind of insane rant that featured Ezra Miller as part of it. Like he's screaming
World's
about
worst
Ezra
Flash
Miller
actor.
on Twitter, and he's something I don't know. He's movie bobbing. He's movie bobbing hardcore, but like I guess it's because of this this little cameo. People are molding.
Yeah,
Because the
he's
Nostalgia Critic is, able to be Daniel the Demon Slayer.
yeah.
Let me
Look, this show has had other people. This has had AVG in on it before. This has had Mike
Did it?
Stoklas. Yeah.
When was he?
I forgot which episode.
Was he first season?
He was first season,
2 days ago.
Well, I must have seen him then.
but
That's pretty cool. I remember Mike Stoklas, and then him and Rich are in the second season.
yep.
Too.
I don't know who they're voicing yet because they haven't shown up yet. But
Ooh.
honest to God, the fact that this show proves that like a lot of these companies should take a chance on creator, like something made by content creators, because Smiling Friends is
Hell
fucking
of a
great.
boss, also. I mean, people have mixed opinions about Vince
some
Pop,
people
but,
like it. Some people like
it's
it.
It's a popular thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It's like it is made for the kind of person that is not me, the kind of person who browsed anything related to Homestuck online.
Yes, I was a 4chan person and not
Yeah.
a Tumblr person, so no Vivzy Pot for me, thanks.
Yeah.
No need.
Yeah, I'll stick to my thing. You stick to your thing. Thank you.
Okay,
very
so
much.
I saw
I'm
season
looking-
1 of Smiling Friends. It was really great.
It was season 2's been fun so far, but yes, Tristan.
Oh, okay. I think I know what it is. So I haven't reached his fucking rant because he tweets so goddamn much.
Oh, he's a professional poster.
But he
Movie
retweeted
Bob.
something, essentially being like, "Oh, well, all the change to the channel stuff happened. We shouldn't overlook that."
I mean,
So,
but yeah, but most of that wasn't Doug. Like,
that
let's
was
be
more
real.
Rob than
It was
anything.
way more
I mean,
Rob.
You could probably argue that he at least knew about it.
Oh, yeah, Doug was
also-
negligent, probably, but
It's also been widely called into question, a lot of the things in that document.
Yeah.
Many of the people involved have been proven to be pretty bad actors, including Linkara. And
still sad about the Drew Wario thing, though.
yeah, they smeared him. He was not. He was.
I mean,
He was a bit of a creepy guy who was
Yeah.
like spiking drinks, but he was not a pedophile apparently. So that's just what that whole thing was just fake.
yeah.
So like, there's a lot of that's not even really valid. And Doug played like the smallest role in any of it anyway. And yeah, no, that's just a stupid like cope. He's just upset that Movie Bob didn't get a role. What would Movie Bob be in the Smiling Friends show?
How more-
I wonder what role?
How more
Something embarrassing.
like how more absurd
Yeah.
and grotesque could they make Movie Bob already? Like, you know,
They
he's
need to
already
make him like. They need to make him their version of the comic book guy.
Not-
Actually,
not classic enough for me,
I
not
like-
not retro enough for me.
I like the little CGI. I feel fantastic, lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Feel Fantastic Lady does make an appearance throughout the episode in a way.
Ooh.
That's
It-
cool.
They released their holiday special in May. Their Halloween special. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I like, by the way, that the Trump is guilty is like in normal capitalization, but then the Trump is innocent is like all caps, like very angry,
Well,
Yeah.
very fervent.
Although
I wonder,
Bloodborne,
I wonder how that. I wonder if they fucking put out a verdict yet, because they've been deliberating for a while. If they haven't,
I didn't know the verdict was
President-
today.
Prison
Yeah.
Prez 2024 is gonna be wild, man.
Yeah, but you know, we remember the time we like literally kicked the candidate out because he screamed in a weird way. Remember that? Yeah! Howard Dean, the Dean scream. I love the Dean scream so fucking much. Tell you what.
That guy, from what I remember, that guy had some good ideas. Or
Yeah.
he wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
You know?
it's literally just he made a weird, funny noise once, and now we hate him.
Yeah, it literally like
You should put that as
Well,
as a thing that we can just.
Oh,
kinda
for the
do.
sound.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'm gonna link the whole clip because one, we can play it even though it's on like a CNN clip, we can still play it.
Minor.
This is the whole clip, folks. This is
Oh,
former candidate. I can't remember if he was Democrat or Republican. Probably Dem, considering it was 04, but
I forget.
I think he was Dem, yeah.
You know something? You know
yep,
something?
Democratic, yeah.
If you had told us 1 year ago that we were
Gotta
going to
eat it.
come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something?
You know something?
You know something? not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan.
Yep.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
What a guy. It really does suck because, like...
By the way, that look on his face, he doesn't know what he's, like, about to lose. It's like, man...
That really
sucks that... It really does suck that they just kind of, like, pointed out, you screamed kind of funny. And that tanked his fucking campaign.
I mean, it is a funny scream.
I mean, to be fair,
it is a funny scream. Honestly, I wish we got that in the fucking White House.
It's possible that he just like failed the rebound. Like he could have written that like criticism and maybe done a good job with it. And maybe it's on him.
Before you exit out of that tab real quick, can you just pull up the Please Clap by Jeb Bush just as a palate cleanser?
Hell yeah, dude. Jeb Sweep 2024. He's not even running.
Oh, yeah,
I don't care, dude.
I don't even know if Jeb Bush is still alive, man.
I hope not.
Same. It's like, you know, you embarrass yourself so much. I would have R. Bud Dwyer myself.
I bet he hopes he's dead. Yeah.
I think the next president needs to be a lot quieter, but send a signal that we're prepared to act in the national security interests of this country to get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
Please clap.
Please clap.
That's...
say what you will about Trump, but...
honest to God,
he ain't this guy.
The best part about Trump was like him practically almost bullying him every time they were on debate stage.
Genuinely, I don't want Trump to be a candidate. I just want him to be present at every debate.
Honestly,
making fun of both of the actual candidates.
Because
I would supremely good at that.
I would like Trump to just be at all of
even
even for the DNC debates or whatever. Just have him there, like, you're a loser, Tim. You've always been a loser. Okay, you're gonna lose this time. You're not even running.
Small Eyes Johnson. That's what they call you, Small Eyes Johnson.
Everybody knows he's got small eyes. They all say it.
His eyes, no judgment, no judgment. His eyes are just smaller than average.
I know a lot of people with nice eyes, with small eyes. They're great guys. I'm not making any judgments, but he's got.
Listen, the small eyes. When it comes to this presidential race, the small eyes, they're not sending their best.
Exactly. There's one more clip, but this is a recent one from Trump.
Yeah, I was wanting to bring this up, but I cut it for time.
Oh, I think we already talked about this. Didn't we?
No,
we haven't.
We did. We have.
Okay, let's talk about it again because I just
he goes on a random little tirade. It's good.
They're emptying out their jails into the United States.
I love
They're
this.
emptying out their mental institutions into the United States, our beautiful country, and now the prison populations all over the world are down. They don't want to report that. The mental institution population is down.
It's like sign language.
People from insane asylums and from mental institution. You know what the difference is, right? An insane asylum is a mental institution on steroids. Silence of the Lamb. Has anyone ever seen the
Silence of the Lamb?
The late great Hannibal Lecter.
Late great.
He's a wonderful man.
Did he die in the movie?
No, he's still alive in the canon.
The last scene. Excuse me, I'm about to have a friend for dinner. Is this poor doctor? I'm about to have a friend for dinner. But Hannibal Lecter.
These guys behind him, they don't know what he's yapping about.
Congratulations. People that are being released into our country.
Anyway, we back to the Mexicans.
And they're coming in totally unchecked, totally unvetted, and we can't let this happen. They're destroying our country, and we're sitting back.
You can kind of see some people going together, like, why would we talk about Hannibal Lecter?
Like,
you could see a couple.
Like, why are we talking about a Jonathan Demme movie? What's going on here?
Yeah, we definitely brought that up, but that's a very funny clip. I don't know why. The only thing I can think is he telling people to eat Mexicans. I don't know. They are pretty tasty.
I mean,
Hannibal Lecter, I love the guy. He knows how to make good Mexican food. I'll tell you what.
Oh God, I can imagine like in one of the like if you've seen Red Dragon, which is the worst of those movies outside of Hannibal Rising. I could almost see a clip of like them doing a scene where Trump's at a dinner party and saying, "How'd you know how to cook this sushi?" I can't do a Trump voice. It's like, Is uncooked? Just eating brains and shit. I could see them doing that. It'd be great.
Trump contracts mad cow disease.
I got Kuru from Hannibal Lecter, folks. Got a friend for dinner. I cannot do a Trump voice.
So,
Yes.
shit. Was that fun news that we were just talking about? We should get to some sad news.
Sure.
Sad
Let's
news.
get some sad news.
So,
Sad boy news.
you know the dog from Doge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sadly, rest in peace, Kabasu.
Yep. Also, holy shit, Tezonde tweeted us
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
A gathering of the minds and two other guys. I don't know who these guys are.
One of them is a Bad Luck Brian guy, which apparently I'm looking at his thing there. He's shilling crypto.
Oh, good.
Bad Luck Brian.eth.
Well, you know what? God bless. That's all I can say.
Hope it's going well for him, I guess.
I don't know why I decided to read my comments while I'm doing the podcast. That was a bad idea.
How bad was it?
I was somebody saying that my stream is turning into Mahler's EFAP podcast ever since Mama Max, which I don't know,
Slightly, but better.
Also, someone's saying that I have turned into Mama Max because YouTube removed my video about pedophiles, and I'm mad about that. So, yeah.
Okay, Bucko. All right, fuckhead. Sure.
More importantly,
I'll say it.
when was this picture taken?
This does look like a few years ago, because
It was quite a while ago, probably like 10 years.
Let's say the last time I saw Tezonde was him doing a Twitch stream and him farting while having an echo.
Oh god, that's
Tezonde is in
I
tons.
didn't pick that up.
Oh, I don't think it did.
No,
No. That's
what he
that's
said?
from Tezonde after he ripped so
Actually,
much
see
ass.
if
he
you can
made
find
Chocolate
it.
Rain. I'll find it.
Well, I
Really?
remember Chocolate
really
Rain.
Fucking did.
Oh, yeah, no,
which
okay,
Chocolate Rain is actually if you read the lyrics, it's a serious song, but it's also really
Yeah, I
funnily
think it
made.
was.
And
Yeah, it doesn't sound great. I just know Tezonde now shows up in a lot of comment sections. He's a very active YouTube watcher.
he's a reply guy. I respect it.
Yeah, he's like Guru Larry.
Yeah.
Goes up all over.
Here we go. There you go.
Yeah. I thought the Doge Doge dog already died. Actually,
No, there was another
there's Gabe
famous
the dog. There's Grumpy Cat.
I remember Grumpy
Tartar
Cat died.
Sauce, rest in peace.
Oh god, remember when they made a Grumpy Cat movie?
God, that's
No.
Bad Luck Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's aged like fine wine.
Looks like Copper Cat. Copper Cab.
You're right. Oh,
Ew,
here we go.
gross, Overwatch.
Yeah, this is Overwatch 1, so you didn't know any better. But yeah.
Is it gonna fucking play?
Yeah, the
Refresh?
YouTube...
Press the button again.
Hey, funny enough, lately apparently YouTube is fucking with people with ad block. That's something that's been happening apparently.
They also add delays on non-Google Chrome browsers.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna fart. Don't tell anybody. Oh god, that's terrible. I hope the microphone didn't pick that up.
I've never seen that.
I forgot the echo one. I'm gonna try to find that one real quick.
It's just what me and my fucking recommended. All right, hey.
I think that's where I saw that video. Audio fail. He farted, then there was the audio fail. It's two separate things.
By the way,
Okay.
Germa is there. There's a tiny Germa in the bottom
Oh.
right there.
Oh yeah.
Germa has apparently officially more or less retired from
there he
streaming.
is.
Yeah.
He's done a few recently, but yeah, more or less he's just stopped.
I mean,
I hope he does.
List.
I hope he does like another big baseball thing or something. Maybe I don't know.
Another German Rumble or something like that. Yeah, another big event.
Events, yeah, that's what he. I mean, I don't know. I liked. My favorite Germa thing is still the 700,000 games in one.
86.
My
favorite's always been Castle Griffinsteed. I love Castle Griffinsteed.
I remember that. What was that?
That was the he made a weird level in an FPS creator, and it was medieval themed.
That sounds funny.
It's a hell of a ride. You should definitely check it out.
Yeah, Castle of Gingledoof.
All right, so that's sad news.
That is sad news.
Let's get to people being stupid. That's our favorite
Didn't
topic.
we have some? Ooh, didn't we have some? Oh,
What is this?
Yeah,
I
so
feel like all media is drifting closer and closer to porn, and nobody wants to speak up about it for fear of being labeled a prude. If your definition
guys,
of porn is broad enough, I think female porn addicts actually outnumber male porn addicts by a significant margin. Are we talking about just
guys,
anything with sex?
guys, do you remember when Arby's had thick burger ads that was
Yeah, oh,
just
yeah.
a woman fucking
Oh, that was
convulsing on a car?
I don't think it was
eating a
Arby's. I
thick
thought it was
burger?
Wendy's. Not Wendy's.
No,
Hardee's.
it was
Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Hardee's. Okay.
Yeah,
Hardee's.
I said Hardee's. I didn't say Arby's.
Oh,
I thought you said Hardee's.
Arby's is the big hat.
That
Hardee's
is,
the
yeah.
big star.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
I've
the
heard of
woman would
that.
be eating it like.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll get a clip.
That.
Arby's.
Yeah, I don't know what this is trying to go for though. If this is just
Yeah,
like
it's-
they're sexy music videos, that's porn.
Well, let's be
people-
real. This guy's username is Paleo Normie, and he has a fucking like NPC like Wojak with something else like not an NPC Wojak.
It looks like a fucking medieval surf.
Kinda.
It's not a Wojak. No.
Also,
But
just
it looks like a Wojak.
just to be very very clear about it. Don't fucking go. And,
Yeah, don't go after this
talk
guy.
shit
like-
to this person.
Yeah.
Be cool. Be chill.
Really quick, I'll get the
Just laugh at him in private.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter if a couple fucking. But nobody's gonna talk to him. He's got like thousands of responses anyway, so I don't think he'll give a shit. But
yeah,
probably don't. You know.
Yeah,
your parties ads there.
Yep.
All right, if I can fucking.
This is a currently we're about to pull up a Hardee's Texas Toast Bacon Cheese Thick Burger ad for anyone listening, and it's got a lot of like. Also, yeah, this is from an advertising reel.
How can you tell if you're looking at a real Texan?
Not as big a
Some
titties as
say
I
it's
expected.
the boots. Others say the hat. But the real way is the buns.
Oh yeah, eat that burger. It doesn't even have a bun. It's got bread.
Yeah.
Introducing the
greasy
authentic
burger.
Texas Toast Bacon Cheese Thick
I'll
Burger.
get it everywhere.
Grilled
Sexy.
Texas toast.
Yeah.
New at Hardee's.
Admittedly, it looks pretty tasty.
Guys, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I want to fuck a burger right now.
I want to fuck that burger.
Mr. Beast, your burger's better as a flashlight.
You can fuck this burger. You see this burger here? This burger? You can fuck
Fuck it.
this burger.
Burger will give you tits and make your asshole tight.
So yeah, I don't know what this person's fucking on about.
Yeah.
Shit's always been sexual.
Yeah, it's like literally since marketing has been a thing, we've been selling sex to people since the beginning of that. And
Capaldi is trending. God
I mean,
bless.
the subjective level of sexiness has changed. You know, it used
Yeah.
to be like maybe I don't know, girl with like a strapless dress or something, you know. But
Yeah.
now it'll be like she's just fucking twerking her ass at the fucking camera, you know.
Exactly.
But what does it mean? All media, like just an episode of Doctor Who is porn? Like, what do you mean?
Yes, actually,
Well,
that's what 73 yards is. Actually, if you haven't seen it,
Ah.
it's just like 40 straight minutes of just raw dogging.
yeah, it's the amount of dick being pushed through.
That's
73
why
yards.
so many people love it.
I said it was woke, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they didn't watch that far.
Exactly.
I don't even know what the fuck this guy's getting on about, though. That's stupid.
I don't even
it's
think
just
he knows,
dumb.
dude.
I mean, does he like explain
dumb
more?
shit.
As you can scroll down?
Well, the
No.
second post is if your definition of porn is broad enough, I think female porn addicts actually outnumber male porn addicts.
That was sent 1 minute later. That was not. I've reflected upon this. That's I have a secondary thought and either didn't think about it or the character.
That's I hit the bonus tweet button and typed it out. Also, that's constantly online. How odd. That's all I'm gonna say.
Normal.
So,
Yes.
real quick update on
on Vims.
Did we talk about the Vim stuff?
Not last episode.
Well, we talked
Couple
about them
episodes ago.
getting rid of all of the Pokemons and Nintendo games and stuff. I think. Yeah,
Yep.
There's an update to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a very strange update. And then it ties into something that I believe we were talking about during the failed recording.
Oh boy.
Where I was saying that the Steam Grid DB like Majora's Mask page had some stuff that was taken down by Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, now we know why. So where the fuck is it? It's final update.
Okay.
As promised, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's better. As promised, here's more on the recent DMCA notices. Last week, 6 notices were sent by Brand Protection at mm-nintendo.com with the following text, which I will not read.
Yep.
A list of vault URLs followed. The images in the vault consist of box scans, disc scans, and title screens. Just to be safe, all media was taken offline. I've read lots of speculation about how it's fake, yada, yada, yada. Biggest claims. I'm just going to ignore the biggest claims. And
yep.
Oh no. The reasoning's in the biggest claims. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read this.
Yep.
I've had a whole bunch of shit on deck for a while.
Yeah.
mm-nintendo.com is a fake domain and not owned or operated by Nintendo. Corporations contract out services all the time. That doesn't make it any less real. mm-nintendo.com is registered by Mark Monitor, a known brand protection company. The operator claims to represent Nintendo of America, and Gary's Mod can attest that they do. So these are the same guys that got Gary's Mod shit taken down.
Yeah.
But there's more. It's a DMCA troll spoofing him in Nintendo.com. Email spoofing is easy to do, but nowadays it's just just as easy to detect. 3. It's too random to be real. Obvious mistakes must be a troll. Fair point. There are 2 little letters nobody's talking about. AI. Picture a crude bot with lax oversight and suddenly it makes sense. So, Nintendo is contracting out companies to find images of their, like, iconography. Link, you got fucking Mario.
Yeah.
You got, a screenshot of a game. And they're using AI to detect those and sending DMCAs.
Very stupid, but clever.
Yeah, that sounds like something. Oh, nice little spin up there at the logo. Go visit Vim's lair if you ever need to,
Vim.net.
They got their ROMs back, I think. You can
Yep.
play the games again.
So yeah, like it said there.
If you wanna maybe do a little bit of something with the Majora's Mask PC port,
yourself.
This is all you need.
Yeah, all the screenshots are taken down, but all of the things are still accessible in a form. Yes. Fuck you, Nintendo.
So, it's very strange because you'd think image stuff would be like, not.
You'd think.
It's so we have like Article 5 or whatever the fuck. What was that whole like SOPA shit that was about specifically like being
13?
able to...
Yeah,
that's supposed to be able. That was in Europe, I guess.
Yeah.
I think.
That's the thing is, people rarely go after image copyright.
Yeah. It's
like
not common
unless it's like a leak.
Technically, you're not supposed to use like Getty images and stuff, like stock photos in a YouTube.
Yeah, they'll get you on
that.
They'll get you on that specifically if they don't like you.
Yeah. Some people I know that I've seen have like a video of 10 million views, like watermark is still blatantly there. It's like, how?
Also,
but
it's some of them were incorrect, like Kami-sama no Marionette, and it has Mario in the title right there.
Yeah.
So it was
Marionette.
flagged. So it's just, why does Nintendo do things like this? Why, Nintendo?
It's fucking sucks. Yeah,
I don't
Nintendo.
know what.
I hate the idea. I hate the idea that I can put Mario in one of our thumbnails and it can just be taken down because Nintendo feels like it.
Yeah, we should probably not put Nintendo characters with thumbnails.
I'm still keeping this because this is just
outside of that, because that's pretty dope, and I don't think they can detect that easily.
We'll put like fake sunglasses on Mario in the future.
Yeah.
Change the M on his hat to like a anus.
I can't think of. Just go to the
butthole. That too.
I can't think of what like scenario Nintendo thinks will happen. People always argue like the Harman Smiths and whatnot, the big Nintendo shows. They just like, well, they have to protect their copyright. they'll lose the rights to Mario. Like, does anyone think that's really
like
going to
not-
happen? Like, that sounds
Eventually,
that
Mario
sounds
will go into a
extremely
public
unlikely.
domain too. Give it
Well, that's not
time.
even. Is that true? If they're still making Mario games,
Yeah, that's
like,
still
every
true.
fucking year?
What they'll
Yeah,
do is
like-
they'll differentiate the character enough to where that version will still have a trademark. But
yeah, like eventually,
yeah,
8-bit Mario is going to enter the public domain, and then a few years later, like illustrated Mario World Mario is going to be in the
Yeah.
public domain and stuff
then
like that.
it just as it goes on, it'll just be staggered out by like
That's
in like
God,
90
that's like
years or something.
Yeah, that's like 80 years in the
70,
future, probably.
Yeah.
See you guys
80.
then.
Hey,
yeah, that'll be great.
we will definitely.
The
I'll be
future,
fucking bones.
like YouTubers who are just gonna get to be Mario tubers.
Oh yeah, dude. Soon we're gonna get to be like you're gonna get Steamboat Willie like VTuber avatars. It's probably already a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past people.
Winnie the Pooh obviously is now in the public domain because there's now horror films based on it. Supposedly that the second Blood and Honey one was shockingly decent.
It's really funny to think about what
Yeah.
what Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to do if they ever wind up even making it at this point, because Square's kind of weird at this point. But
I mean, we still confirm the Dragon Quest stuff, so I got a feeling Kingdom Hearts is
yeah,
still on
I
the
mean
block.
it probably is. It's a big one, but like they used to have the 100-Acre World Wood, which 100-Acre Wood World, which was all Winnie the Pooh mini games and stuff, and now Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain. So are they even gonna fucking bother with that?
Well,
They also
the
had-
Disney versions are still not in the public domain.
That's
Oh
true,
yeah, right.
Yep.
Because you don't have bother in those.
Yeah, that's why they.
Funny.
That's why
H-U-N-N-Y.
everyone, dude, everyone was so pissed with the Winnie the Pooh horror movie because he didn't say "oh bother" at all. I'm like, they still got a few years on that, man. They can't do that for a few more years.
Give it a bit though. It'll cycle in. It'll cycle in.
Yeah. Well, they're making
Great.
like an Avengers movie now.
Yeah, because they're doing. I'm gonna pull this off the top of my head. They're doing Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Bambi, and another one. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Isn't it also Pooh in there?
Yeah, but what they're doing is they're all going to meet up in a crossover film called it's something Pooniverse. I remember the title Pooniverse, and I'm like, that is like I'm shocked it wasn't taken up by a porn company trying to make fun of the MCU. But all right,
yeah, I'm having issues with my tabs.
Yeah,
Don't
one
worry
second
about
here.
It's not that serious. Don't worry about it.
I want to make sure I'm right on the.
No
blood.
spoilers.
I see some woke salt.
No spoilers.
Didn't we have Elon news? We haven't had enough
yeah.
dystopia.
We got a little
well,
bit.
the Nintendo thing is some dystopia.
Yeah, Nintendo thing is like dystopia, but honestly, we're used to it. It's Nintendo.
Okay, so the next three films are Bambi: The Reckoning, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Pinocchio Unstrung, which admittedly that title kind of goes a little hard.
Yeah,
and then,
I kind of like that.
And then Pooniverse Monsters Assemble. And then Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3, Awakening Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White Returns. And all of these are slated within the next, 3 years. So they're going hard. Which makes sense. They've made, I'm trying to see what the box office returns are. Why would Wikipedia... Okay, so the first one made $5 million on a $50,000 budget, and then the second one only had a one-day screening, and that one had $730,000 on a $500,000 budget, which is a little rough, but it only had a one-night screening. So
yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to see what it was. It seems to be only the UK box office. Let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, apparently they've also expressed making films about Thor: The Norse God of Thunder, as well as copyrighted franchises such as Teletubbies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Powerpuff Girls.
How are they doing those ones?
I think he might just want to do knockoffs of them, effectively tell the same story, but with a twist. Apparently,
This is becoming the new Asylum, but some of the movies are official technically.
yeah. I mean, hey, they're not doing anything for Powerpuff Girls. They may as well give them that IP. It can't be any worse than the fucking CW show they tried.
Is there anything cool within the public domain? Is there anything that isn't lame?
Sherlock Holmes is pretty cool.
Night
Is
of
that
the Living.
public domain? Okay.
Yeah, Night of Living Dead. That is technically public domain because of a misfiling with a copyright, which means that's why you see it in every horror film because they don't got to pay a license fee for it.
Yeah,
may as well.
No, I just think of like what public domain is like military march songs and just like shit like that. Like
we're gonna start to get more cool shit because I mean, like Winnie the Pooh. That how long ago was Winnie the Pooh when that first started? Like we're starting to get like cooler shit, more recent shit going into public domain. Yeah, 1926. So in 20 years, we're gonna in about 10 years we're gonna get some neat shit. And in about 20 years after that, we're gonna get some neat shit.
Is Batman gonna enter the public domain soon? Because what's that, like 32 or something?
Oh god, that's a good question.
28, I think.
Yeah, it'll be original Batman, but I mean,
It'll be that shitty Batman with like the weird fucking red mask or whatever. Purple or whatever.
1939.
39. Well, you got a ways to wait then.
Got a ways,
Superman, though. Superman will be not too long.
Actually, how long?
Well, that was like 36. Okay, I think it might still be a ways.
I'm checking with Superman. Come on. 1938, so a year before. I mean,
super interesting from like 20.
They're going to totally create like an evil like Superman Batman film where it's just both of them killing people and shit. That's gonna happen. I'm calling that a shot years in advance.
I'm still waiting for that animated Batman show they were making that was gonna have like fucking J.J. Abrams and the dude who made the new Batman movie, you know. But then that got like pulled off of Max or something. I think it's going to the Amazon service.
I think Caped Crusader.
Like yeah,
I think it's going to Prime Video. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It looked pretty cool. Because I'm just thinking you're talking about like classic Batman, and I'm just thinking, like, if they're doing old Batman in like a public domain thing, I wonder if it would be like a 1930s style setting. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's what they were going for in that thing.
Yeah, I hope it's successful. You know.
Well, we need more like Art Deco 30s style shit.
Oh yeah, but some of that shit was the coolest. Like some of that shit is the coolest kind of designs, especially because they use a lot of that Art Deco stuff in Burton's Batman, and I really like that, especially in the first film where it's like it's not too heavy on the Art Deco, but the second one kind of goes a little too heavy on the Art Deco.
30s was technically Art Deco, but it's like around that era.
It's about that, but they have that style. But yes, Tristan, what you got next?
So,
we
check out Ian Miles Chong's wonderful math skills.
I'm dumb at math, and even I know he's fucking this up.
Yeah, the order of operations, dumbass.
Yeah. So, Ian Miles Chong here says, "Excuse me, Apple, why is the calculator wrong? When you key in 50 plus 50 and then hit the equals key, it will give you 100. Multiply that by 2 and you get 200. That's correct. But type in 50 plus 50, and then I always fuck up the term. What is the term for this one? Because I have
50 plus 50 times 2.
Okay, so this is just times. I always fuck it up with the calculator, but yeah. And it gives 150. What gives? And it's because you did it in the order of operations.
First you do parentheses. There are no parentheses, so you don't do this. And then you do... I think it's exponents next. Exponents, there are no exponents, so that's good. And then multiplication and division in the order that's the, like, you know, in the order that it's written out. Multiplication and division take the same step. It's just in the order that they're written out. And then you do the same thing with addition and subtraction. So, 50 plus 50 times 2. You would do the multiplication first. 50 plus 50 times 2. 50 times 2 is 100. 50 plus 100 is 150.
Yeah.
Simple shit. I learned this in 6th grade.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
I haven't used math in so long, but yeah.
My question is, if you've got this,
I suck at math. I know this.
It seems like this is just bait to me, because doesn't he make money for?
Oh yeah,
because
he's a check mark. You can get paid for like engagement baiting.
So you're just like making
fair, but
also he is stupid. Yes, He is fundamentally an idiot.
Why you would willingly tweet this out? Like, just Apple. Maybe he genuinely thought the only way that makes sense is if he genuinely thinks he was like gonna be the smart guy and be like, Apple, your calculator is broken, and then everybody would notice him or something.
Shit, I wonder.
It's entirely
Google's
possible.
calculator broken?
Like, Email Chong is fundamentally an idiot. Like, he's clever, but he's like, I don't know how to describe something. He's much like a cockroach. He's around for a very long time, but there's not a lot of brain power going on in that. Yeah.
Are cockroaches white on the inside and yellow on the outside?
This one
like
is
bananas. So,
dude, didn't he go by like Invictus or something? It's like, dude,
some fucking Deus Vult shit. I don't know.
I love those LARPers who it's like, dude, you would literally be first in line to get executed, bucko. Like, they'd kill you first.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I can't believe this dude.
Is it broken, Tristan?
No. I opened my phone to a notification. So,
yes.
The viewers need some background on this.
Okay.
I've been, fooling around with a randomizer on the Ocarina of Time PC port just because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I had this unhinged idea to ask the developers of the PC port to add the option to make King Zora slower.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
For those who don't know,
oh yeah, you posted that.
Yeah, when you show King Zora the thing that you're supposed to show him to get past him, he like scoots to the side and goes meep, meep, and it takes fucking forever. Like it takes like 30 seconds, but still, like, when you're a kid, you're mashing the A button, you're wanting that shit to end.
You're trying to knock this fucker out. Like, you're trying to get it done.
Yeah, so I added a request to give the option to make him slower, and I believe this is one of the developers.
Or
says that he was able to make it as slow as 5 minutes and 28 seconds.
Holy shit.
So look forward to that update of Ship of Harkinian, huh?
That sounds like a fucking wild change, actually.
I'm going to set it to the lowest setting.
You gotta record it. Just be like,
of course.
I like that. Congratulations on getting that change made. That's
hell
awesome.
yeah. That's a good change.
History, boys. King Zora.
King
Zora, 3 hours. Let's do it.
It's gonna be the desert bus of King Zora. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to set it to like 0.000000001%, and it takes like 6 days.
I wonder if they can make like a mini game where you have to like very slightly keep him on balance so he doesn't fall off like Desert Bus.
I don't think they can change the game code that much, but that would be fun.
You got to find someone who can. You gotta find someone who's willing to mod this shit beyond approach,
Did we talk about the AC Pro Tag being black? I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we did that last time.
Hey, the game looks fine. The dude could be like a white dude, and I wouldn't care either way. I don't care.
I tire of the discourse.
I wish to fully uninvolve the discourse forever.
Look at this. Enjoy the woke salt from Grums. I'm just like, the people screaming about the wokes.
I don't even
get it.
remember
I
exactly.
understand.
Oh, this is because Stellar Blade added 2 new costumes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Woke salt. Because they added 2 costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, who's Zed?
Oh, it's a reference.
But they scream about the wokes, and I mean, I get it. There's a lot of annoying wokes. I get it. I do.
Yeah.
I talk about a lot of them on my stream. But this is just engaging in the whole culture. Like the culture war is both sided, but these people want things to go back to the way things were. Ostensibly the idea when they argue about all this woke stuff and everything is I want things to go back to in 2003 when everything was nice and they didn't talk to us about gay pride or whatever.
Back when my parents still loved me. Yes. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, but they're still babbling about bullshit, you know. So like, it's all
Yeah.
just the same. It doesn't matter that they're not up supporting it; they're contributing to it, you know.
Well, Claw, I'm sorry to tell you, but we've lost. The original censorship is still there. And now there's nothing preventing Sony from enforcing more censorship in the future. And Grum's betrayed us.
What's that next tweet there?
I do want to see this.
I don't like the way Grumps phrased that. The existing censorship wasn't removed, and it feels deceptive on his end. The boycott should continue until the existing censorship is undone. Otherwise, Sony will feel they can just
throw a small bone at people, and people will become complacent.
I genuinely don't think most people, even people that really like this game, I don't think they give a fuck. I think they want to play the game.
I rewatched the Mega 64 video, and God, it's good.
Woke
Yeah.
salt.
Careful though, they will try to black pill you.
Kevin Spacey here. You know who else they tried to black pill?
But yeah, no, I like the point of this tweet though.
Fall down like a house of cards.
I like the point of the tweet though. It's like, yeah, he had nothing to do with WoW Classic coming back because like that was kind of a writing on the walls for a little bit there. People fucking knew it was happening, and then he tried to chime in like it was his. And then
fuck?
Yeah,
What
like
the fuck?
What?
Campaign manager? What the fuck?
What?
What?
What's happening?
We want to thank you for your loyalty as a Windows 10 customer. I have not paid for
Oh, this fucking shit.
Oh.
As end of support for Windows 10 approaches, we're here to support you on your PC.
Yeah.
Your PC is not eligible to upgrade to Windows 11, but will continue to receive Windows 10 fixes and security updates until support ends on October 14th, 2025.
Bitch, I've
I
got
kinda wish I could switch
32
back
gigs
down.
of RAM. The fact that I'm not authorized for 11 is like, I should be.
Do you
frankly.
guys remember
on
when
11,
Windows
but-
XP was discontinued in like 2013?
Yeah.
It was like 10 fucking years. More,
Well, it's been about that for 10,
it was
hasn't
like
it?
That's the thing though. It had been 10 years since a new Windows had come out.
Yeah.
It's been like 3, I think, since 11 came out.
It's been about 4. I think
Like in 2013,
I think about 3
we were
actually.
on
You're
Windows
right. You're
7. We were on Windows fucking 7. There was XP, Vista, then 7.
Yeah, but the only reason
Now
we jumped to
there's
7 that
Windows
fast
10.
is because Vista was bad, and they had to get something out to like wash the piss of Vista out of people's mouths. You know.
Fair. Oh, actually,
And there was
Oh,
a
no,
Windows
because
8.
Yeah, there was 8, and that was bad. And then 8.1 was okay.
8.1 was fine.
8 was garbage. 8 was this awful thing where it had some neat ideas. Live tiles was cool in an aspect, but they tried to fully change the start menu, and it was a bad idea. Microsoft always has a lot of bad ideas that are sometimes been followed up by really good ones that are then instantly followed up by just like heel turn dipshit faceplants, you know?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Windows 10 has always been a huge pain in my ass because, like, it's basically like, you know, I remember that, like, I think to this day you can go to a lot of places and you can buy a laptop that'll have like 8 gigabytes of RAM or something, and it's like if you have less than 16, then you're not fucking managing a Windows 10 operating system. Like that thing eats up gigabytes of RAM, and the operating system size is huge on the disk too. I hate Windows 10, dude. You know what I hate about Windows 10? I hate the fact that you fucking like click on an image or something and it's just like, hey man, did you still want to use that program you used to open images open this image?
Like I clicked always like 7 times, bitch.
How insecure are you, you cock? Just select my fucking photo program.
But are you sure?
So, Claw, it's funny you say that because I'm on 8 gigabytes of RAM.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's not too bad, actually.
I mean,
unless I
really.
want to, like, you know, edit a video.
Yeah.
In that case, it's fucking abysmal.
You try to play any game or edit anything, it's
Dude,
like
it's
the
fine.
bare
It's fine.
minimum.
I mean, Windows 11 is pretty bad too. I'm on 32 gigs of RAM, and I've been having so many fucking editing issues.
Yeah, it's because
It's fine for gaming.
It might be a CPU thing because I know Windows 11 has like a minimum requirement for CPUs.
I just
It
really
might
don't
be.
want to use Windows 11. I hear it's a huge piece of shit.
The only
I don't
reason
like the look of it.
the only reason I'd want to use it is the only reason I switched to Windows, like Windows 10, and that was for playing Xbox Store games through like Game Pass. But
whenever they force that, that'll be a whole thing.
oh, they already
It
do.
still
It's like that's how you
won't
get your
work
Game
most
Pass
of the
stuff.
time.
Yeah. It's
So
disappointing.
Mark Kern, silly individual.
Mark
Do you have
Kern,
anything?
incredibly annoying.
Do you have anything?
The only thing I really got is the one story I posted in chat.
The one you wanted to end with.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I can just go through the rest of mine then real quick.
Yeah, I kind of scrapped all the ones I had from last time. I was like, yeah, some of them are good.
I'll talk about my last thing before Bane.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about next?
You could send?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. Before Bane.
Before
so
Bane, yeah.
You guys use Google lately?
Oh, I've avoided it.
I have not seen this, but I've seen people talking about it.
Yeah, so Google recently added an AI overview for like Chrome browsers.
Yeah.
And it has hilariously wrong answers. Like it says that the internal temperature of chicken should be 185 degrees Fahrenheit.
What should it be?
A lot more than 185.
Yeah, it's like I think it's in the 300 range. I could not tell you off the top of my head. But yeah, I love how it got baited by a New York Times April 1st article.
Yeah.
Which, respect to the New York Times.
Yeah, it's a funny article. I read through it. It was good. But
yeah, here you asked.
Does this, by the way?
Here you asked. Yes, I'll let you pull that up. But
you go ahead while I pull this up.
I'll read this out for the listeners. Was Air Bud real? Is the question you asked. And the AI overview here says, yes, the athletic feats in the 1997 film Air Bud are based on the real-life abilities of a golden retriever named Buddy. Buddy became famous for his ability to play basketball, and the movie didn't use special effects to show him playing. However, it may have taken many takes to recapture the dog's athleticism. And yeah, it's still saying that for you.
Yeah, it's still saying the exact same thing.
No, it changed a little bit there. It's a little bit more at the end.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It was the second part. This is just the first part of the thing.
I have to shout out the one that Bane posted over here, which says, not saying it's good or bad, but AI companies are still improving their models, and the results are not tricks. And the question is, are there gay Slenderman characters? The answer, yes, there is a gay character named I Like Menderman, who is Slenderman's gay cousin in the game New Yoink.
New York City, baby. Yeah,
honestly, how could we forget New Yoink's fucking
I Like Menderman.
Dude, fucking... Yeah. I would legitimately buy a shirt with I Like Menderman on it. Like, fuck it.
It's just Slenderman, but instead of a white face, he's like pride flag.
And in a little bit, folks, we're going to be looking at Slenderman, so get ready for that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Buckle up for Slenderman.
Yeah, I know what you were bringing up, yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, this is fun.
Fuck
Twitter.
Can't
wait until they crowbar all of the fun out of it and just make it kind of dumb and inaccurate.
They're probably going to just cut the whole thing. They're going to
I hope so.
AI it. They're going to do that.
No,
I can't believe that was 20. That was like 2015 or something.
That was almost 10 years ago.
It was a prelude. The thing is, we all trained them. They knew what the slurs would be, so the later AIs would not know what to do. They'd be like if we hadn't taught them slurs back then, we could teach them slurs.
What's this funny word that you've said that starts with an N?
Yeah,
I don't know that word. I have a feeling I shouldn't say it.
We were grooming that bot. That was so great. It happened for like a day or how long was like a day?
Or it was like I think it was like 3 days, and then they were like,
it was a very short amount of time.
We're shutting this down completely. Yeah. Oh, this is great too.
Cheese not sticking to pizza. Cheese can slide off pizza for a number of reasons. This is the AI overview. Cheese can slide off pizza for a number of reasons, including too much sauce, too much cheese, or thickened sauce. Here are some things you can try. Mixing cheese into sauce helps add moisture to the cheese and dry out the sauce. You can also add about 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue to give into the sauce to give it more tackiness.
I mean, that
it
might
say non-toxic, but that's an insane option to do.
Here's the thing. Someone did it.
Oh my god.
Come on. This fucking web,
Yeah,
Twitter.com is fucking non-functional.
it is.
So yeah, this woman made it. This woman made glue pizza, and apparently it doesn't taste horrible, but it's also just it's fucking
It's got glue.
pizza.
But it's like there's a video from I think William Osmond. I'm not certain if that's right. But obvious warning: do not try this at home. Do not eat it.
School glue.
Got some fucking Cabot creamery cheese, fancy brand pizza dough, fucking Rinaldi sauce.
I mean,
just school glue.
She's eating
Like,
good.
The fucking
up to
off-brand
glue.
Elmer's
When
in
they
this
said non-toxic glue, I guess I was thinking some kind of fancy cooking glue, but they don't make that. It's literally just the glue you give to children so they don't kill themselves when they eat it.
Yeah, this is literally for your paste eating.
Tomato paste.
Yeah, but this is what you make for this is what you give to your cousin. Actually, this is for a kid that eats glue. Yeah, all right. Get him to eat real food. Just put some glue in there. Here, you know how this tastes.
This hurts my soul.
Oh,
This
what
glue.
you don't want the cursed pizza sauce?
Here's the thing. This if you had told me that that's like a cheese sauce, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd eat that shit up. Knowing it's glue though, I'm staying like 73 yards away from this.
I don't even want to smell the thing. It probably. Can you imagine the smell? Like the glue.
It
glue
looks.
has a smell.
Yeah, it probably. This just looks like a normal pizza.
See, I'm gonna
we
be
all know that there's fucking glue inside of that thing.
I'm gonna be 100% real here. But worse,
Elmer spilled his seed all over that sauce.
Does this count as like spiking someone's drink if you feed them a glue pizza and don't tell them? I feel like that's a similar thing.
I'm not sure. I think it would just like make their fucking stomach hurt.
By the way, I love
that points out the thing about the toxic fumes in the glue.
Yeah, that's what she was worried about, which I get.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that was the thing with NyQuil chicken. If you ate it, it wasn't gonna like be awful, but
The
you breathe
fumes
it
from
in.
it. Yeah. Because the way our bodies congest things is fucking weird and goofy.
Like glue.
Also,
single piece of basil.
Can I be 100% real here? Though the worst part about this pizza is a basil.
Is it basil or is
it's basil?
I'm fine with a bit of basil on pizza.
I don't like the way this
These
calls it
leaves are a bit big.
a margarita style pizza. It's just a bunch of
that's-
fucking cheese. That's not how you do it.
It's cheese, 4 basil leaves, and glue sauce.
Well, you gotta offset the glue, I guess.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
The glue is extra calories. You gotta cut that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just
she posted
I'm
a
gonna play
video.
the video just in case it's like copyright.
I know she
takes a
posted
bite.
it to Twitter. I think we should be fine because it says watch on X. So here, let's.
I'm Katie Notopoulos and I'm eating the glue pizza.
Glue pizza. Amazing.
See, I don't think I could.
It's good.
Yeah, apparently it's all right. It's just glue.
Oh yeah, if we
It's one of those things where if you don't tell people, maybe they'll be like, "What's the secret?" And
oh yeah, she does say it
cheese
keeps.
is not moving. Look.
Yeah, the cheese
When I
stays
put it
on.
Shaking it, that cheese is stuck on.
I guess.
I mean,
So, yeah.
I can't imagine. Yeah, like, don't do this.
Congrats to this lady for going the 9 yards. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She walked so the other glue eaters can run.
You know, honestly,
Yeah, she is the best
feels
glue
awful.
eater I've ever
It
seen,
feels awful
yeah.
calling her a glue eater, but it's
technically
fucking
right.
true.
It's technically right.
It's real.
I mean, look, here's the
One
thing.
Piece is real.
If we get much higher, here's the thing. If this is the way you're eating glue, I guess keep eating glue.
It's sophisticated in terms of glue eating. I must give it that.
It's a new avenue of eating weird that I've never seen, and I kind of respect it in a gross, fucked up way.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd never
wouldn't
do
eat
it. I'd never do it.
I you know what? If someone made the
Ugh.
pizza and they were like, "Hey, do you want to try a slice of pizza with some glue in the sauce?" I'd
I
be
don't-
like, I would verify it was non-toxic glue, but I'd give it
Yeah.
a bite at least.
Like, this isn't
I'm
super
not
glue,
making
is
this
it?
for my. Yeah, if it's super glue.
No.
But that's the thing. If somebody made this for me and was like, "Hey, do you want a bite?" I'd be like, fine.
See, here's the thing.
But
I
would
don't
never
think I
make
could
this
do
for
it.
myself.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could. Knowing that there's glue in it, I just don't think I could do it.
See, that's the thing. I've tried glue. It's not bad. but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I
you're a
wouldn't eat
glue
it.
eater?
No. What I did, well, I guess technically I'm a glue taster. I'd be like,
Okay.
Okay, so
you know,
you've
I'd
taken
put,
a walk on the wild side, but not too far. I
yeah,
feel
like
it.
I'd put glue on something. And I'd be like, what does this taste like? Eh.
Hey, it looks kind of like marshmallow cream if you're really that desperate, I guess.
It was vaguely minty, if I remember right.
I would sniff glue if the option presented itself.
Oh, I
mean, hey.
Shit, wouldn't we all?
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, we got paint markers in my job, and sometimes I sniff them and I'm like, ooh, fuck, I don't think I should do anything for a little bit here. Like,
So yeah, Google's absolutely shitting themselves over this. They're removing the fun ones.
Well, there was
They kept is Airbud real though,
which is pretty dope.
I forgot to mention this when I saw it, but there was a video I saw a little while ago talking about on Instagram.
Yeah.
They had implemented these AI generated sticker things that you could.
Oh
send.
yeah, it's within all the Facebook ecosystem because you can do it on Messenger. Because I generated some fun ones. Steve Harvey, 9/11 again.
All you need to do is just type in like Elon Musk with hot dog wiener between legs, and it's like a naked drawing of Elon Musk with a dick, you know, like, and it has like no filter.
Oh yeah, because you can do it in WhatsApp too, I think.
I might have to try that out. I might have to see if I can make Drake, kick a pregnant woman in the stomach again. You know?
I think it's fixed now.
It might be.
Specifically some shit where it was like sort of misogynistic, where like if you typed in a guy's name, it would just create like a sticker of the guy, but if you typed in the woman's name, it would automatically have her with her tits out or something. So you just type in like random female celebrity and it would like sex her up big time.
Oh my god.
From what I remember, I'm not sure.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me with Facebook. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have a PR nightmare. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah, funny image that they chose for this article, by the way.
By the way, I looked into that later. It turns out it was an actual artist Verge hired for that, but it was like
seriously.
Yeah, I think they even say it in the tweets if you scroll down.
That's the thing. I think this is a great image for this article.
Yeah, because it's clearly like referencing how Google's doing it. It's obviously the AI fucked up fingers, but it's typing out a thing.
Fingers. God bless.
Also, as a fucked up hand haver, I can attest to this. That's cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. They're not going to show the replies. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, okay. So I will say this: there is fuller context to this, and I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
It's still bad, but I'll pull the full context up because again, it is still bad, but. I want you to play this first because this is how everyone else saw it, and I saw it that way too.
For those who are listening, there is a Stephen Colbert segment on his late night show where he has done a Skibbity Toilet parody featuring Skibbity Biden.
Yeah.
Skibbity Biden, Skibbity Biden, Skibbity Biden. Hitler's language, Trump is using Hitler's language.
Yeah. Yeah, hit me up with one of those too, Tristan. Thanks.
Yep. I'm trying to find.
I like that this isn't even close to what the Skibbity Toilet song is. This is like
that's because they don't have the license. Tears for Fears.
So here's I will link this because it's in reference to the fact that
yeah I know I know what it's reference to, and if you want I can just like say it.
Yeah.
But
they decide. Yeah. You go.
It's Biden's campaign, like using social media, millennial ass, Gen Z ass social media experts.
Yeah, trying to hire a literal meme manager.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
Because Biden and Trump, both in a lot of ways, are tanking the polls in different aspects. Like, in a lot of like young voters, fucking like.
No one wants any of these fucking retards.
To build on the new.
Yeah, there we go.
We're gonna get caught for this one.
We might.
There got a lot of video clicks. So the Biden campaign wants to build on the new viral trend of hand grandpa the phone because reportedly they're looking for a meme page manager.
Yeah.
So look forward to some hot new Biden social content like Ermagerd Trumpers Hurtler.
I'm gonna fucking jump off a bridge.
I mean, it
Oh,
is.
You want to come with me?
Well, hold on.
I mean, I guess
Play it out. Play it out.
The joke is they're gonna be out of
They're out of
course,
touch.
very
Yeah.
online, Skibbity Biden.
Oh, skip past. Well, no, skip past Skibbity Biden at
It
least.
doesn't make it much better though.
All right, here we go. Because at least I'll give him a justification of ending the punchline.
Now, if you don't understand that video, your grandchildren will explain it, and you still won't understand.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't
still
think
bad,
it's a good
still
enough joke to justify the assaults to my eyes.
Still bad. I just was like, yeah,
It's
at least
awful, but yeah.
I'll at least give him credit.
At
There's
least
a setup there, but it's awful. It's still awful.
It makes sense in context.
That tweet though is like, oh, it's unsurprisingly taken out of context.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, that other guy's
okay,
pretentious
okay,
as shit, but
Obviously, there's context,
but it's like
still
that's awful.
It's still cringe, and I mean, it's also weird because the first two examples that he shows are specifically really old, like bottom text, like cheeseburger cats and shit, and this is a new meme.
Well, I get what he's going with, where it's like they're completely out of touch. They try to scattershot. They go for old memes they know, and then trying to get like kids into it.
All right, so real quick, for fellow Doctor Who boys and girls, and prefer not to says, you see Tom Baker trending here. He's okay.
Thank
As
God.
of recording, he's okay.
Thank fuck.
I had to go look because I looked and I got that like weird metal taste in my mouth where I'm like, oh god.
I was like,
God,
are we gonna break something?
happening.
Like, oh shit. I don't know who fuck Deb is, and I ain't gonna ask.
I don't know. I have no idea. I looked it up. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
This. Yeah, I hate this. Here's Elon Musk being tired of how obsessed that J.K. Rowling is about trans people.
Yeah.
I just think that's kind of funny.
Like about a month after she posted, by the way, like
Yeah.
I love that too, where it's like he was looking through her fucking tweets and he finally just landed at one. He's like,
"See,
I'm finally just gonna say it. Fuck it."
That's the thing. I think he was going through his For You page.
That too.
Twitter For You page is genuinely broken. Where I'll have, oh, this tweet was like 5 minutes ago. This tweet right above it was like 4.5 years ago, and it's not because someone retweeted it or something like that. It's just Twitter thinks you're gonna like this post.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that.
And then immediately after, she started tweeting about other stuff. I don't think we got it pulled up, but yeah, she started tweeting about other shit for a little bit too.
I don't have it pulled up, but I think that's funny. So
it's funny
for the audio listeners. J.K. Rowling is spouting her usual bullshit about trans people. Oh, I believe the woman is a human being. What?
Something about gametes. So she's getting into like medical.
Or it's it's like, first off, you write books, lady.
Yeah,
stick to
JK,
your job.
You're not a doctor. Like, settle down. Come on.
It's like this would be like me giving advice to somebody who like is a military planner. It's like, yeah, just because I played Call of Duty a couple times doesn't make me a good strategist. You dumb motherfucker. Just because you've written a book.
So essentially, what J.K. wrote.
Yeah, sorry.
Essentially, what J.K. Rowling is saying here is that she believes that women are people with XX chromosomes. That's it.
Yeah,
and she's just doing it in a very overly flowery, way.
Yeah, very verbose.
And then Elon Musk says below, while I heartily agree with your points regarding sex/gender, may I suggest also posting interesting and positive content on other matters? Even he's tired of it.
Well, like, is he tired of it, or is it like, I am sick of this person?
It's like
tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess. Just like, I'm sick of the way that she's just like made, like, is she making Twitter look bad or something? I don't know. He wouldn't care.
I think mentally to him, he just sees her post and it's like, shit, bitch, can't you post a cat or a meme? Like,
please, for the love of God, J.K. Rowling, if you're listening, by the way,
go fuck yourself. Yeah,
but also
cool books. But apparently, go fuck yourself.
Post pictures of your cute fucking dog. I see it in your profile picture. Post more pictures of that.
Yeah, that's more
dogs.
Why don't you take in another migrant from Syria and tell us all about it? Remember when you were?
Yeah, remember when you were a hippie liberal?
Remember when you were an SJW and you lied to us about Hermione being black?
Remember when Hermione was black? Remember when Dumbledore was gay?
She was always black. She was black the whole time. But now she went from being like woke to being I don't know. It's a weird.
By the way, no less than 3 times in the series does Hermione's skin tone be stated as like pale and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
But anyway.
Oh, also, Russell Brand. I'm not gonna pull up the clip, but recently he rebranded as a fucking Christian. Have you seen that?
Russell rebrand.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
It's so fucking weird. I'll eventually like get some stuff sorted out because
I mean,
I want to
know
actually
that
cover it.
He's become like a weirdo grifter type of person.
Yeah.
People try to pretend that he's not, but it's like he was showing weird conspiracies.
He got accused of sexual assault once and immediately said, "Well, time to grift."
Yeah.
Which is awkward because it makes it seem like you're guilty.
Well, it's like his entire brand was supposed to be this like sex pot guy. Like that was literally his entire brand from like the his entire brand, Russell Brand. But like from the early 2000s until like 2 or 3 years ago when he started like now love I'm talking about conspiracies and shit, mate. I can't do his fucking accent, but I cannot do accents today. What the fuck?
That's understandable.
But yeah, no, it's like
we're talking about people with weird voices.
Oh god, yeah. Even Elon Musk has that weird, like, sort of shaky voice. You know. I don't know.
The guy who makes cyanide and happiness wants to sue Elon.
Well,
not wanting to, but saying, we could.
Yeah, it's like
so he removed the watermark, the explosive watermark from the cyanide and happiness thing.
Yeah.
And that's copyright violation.
Which,
I guess so,
legally speaking,
yeah.
I'd love to see them try.
It'd be funny.
A bit of a fun thing. I think the other guy, I forgot what the other guy's name is.
Yeah.
The one who like presents himself as the bald, like cyanide and happiness guy in his profile picture.
Yeah.
I think his reply was funnier, but this one's
more accurate. Like,
yeah, it's just like Jesus.
He's such a jackass. He's so fucking bafflingly stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
This is from Reuters. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, he has an issue with Reuters because they recently outed Tesla for some shady shit.
Yeah, they did a whole piece on it.
People are rapidly pushing against the Cybertruck. I mean, I've seen a lot of
go full screen on the video.
It's definitely one of those things like AI bros, like one of those types of people, the Tesla bros. But like a lot of people are seeing how dumb this thing looks and how unsafe it is.
I'm gonna go full screen on this one for me here. All right, so yeah, like
everybody's saying the Cybertruck isn't a real truck. Let's do some truck stuff today.
Truck stuff.
By the way, like, I mean, I think the Cybertruck could be cool, but also his truck stuff is like 4 things of water.
Fucking design,
and
also, you can fit this shit in the back of a Prius,
dude. I could fit that inside. I could for the price you paid for this, you can pay for 7 Dodge Stratuses. All right. That's a better vehicle.
Vaseline, I could pop this shit up my ass.
Honestly,
if you really need me to fucking transport it, it reminds me of a
plot of a mule with
yes.
Oh god, Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he decided to go to
adults only.
That's his truck stuff.
It's like the kind of guys that do this shit are very insecure. I'm gonna put it very nicely. Steve Crowder.
Steve Crowder from the Lips Across. I didn't notice that before.
Includes Lowe's expansion.
Adults only.
I'm surprised they were able to license Lowe's. That's big.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Home Depot finally put aside their differences. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like also putting your instant.
Yeah, what a fucking goober.
Yeah, no, you should legally be allowed to ram like those cars off a road. Like, if
you
you're
should
advertising,
love yourself now.
Exactly.
I don't think that you would survive. The problem is the trucks are really durable, but they're also like a death trap at the same time.
See, the funny thing is, these trucks aren't actually. Like, they've been falling apart. So, like, let me see if I can find. There's one where
they're not durable, but like, see, that's the thing. If you get in a crash with this thing, your truck's gonna end up kind of fine. But you're gonna be if it's bad enough, you're gonna be turned into salsa inside that thing.
Yeah.
Like I've put it like this before. You're running head first to the wall. You have to run you're running head first to that wall. What are you choosing, break your, what are you
shoulder?
Yeah, well, like
Wait.
what are you using to shield yourself from that brick wall? Are you gonna use a pillow, like a car with crumple zones, or are you gonna use a cinder block?
Well, probably not the cinder block.
There's an image there. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Had his truck for less than 350 miles. Something happened he can't explain. He was driving like usual, and when coming into a turn, releasing the accelerator, but the speed wasn't reducing. So I pressed the brake and didn't engage until it was too late, and I hit a signal light pole. Also, airbags didn't deploy.
Yep.
Also,
it's
they were
embarrassing.
recalled.
Probably
Yeah.
recalled his comments, making it sound like he was the fault, like it was his fault or something.
Oh, it's definitely not his fault.
The Tesla truck is great. You drove it wrong.
There was a recall because the accelerator pedal was like the pedal itself, and then this like plastic plate for like, wider surface area or something like that. But it wasn't secured properly, so I guess the fucking Elmer's glue that they had on it, the pizza glue that they had on it, like broke and like chipped away.
Would have kept the cheese on, but not that. Unfortunately,
It would
could get
slide up
slid
and get
in.
caught. It would get caught under like a little fold under the under the wheel.
So,
And it would just
under
get
the
stuck
accelerator.
It would get stuck.
Yeah.
Going forward.
So the
which is
thing
a
about
bad thing for
the thing about it is it would like slide, like the way it is like there's a cutout for the pedal for the accelerator, and as you like accelerate down, it'll obviously have more space, and it seems like they didn't secure it properly, and it just slides in.
Yeah,
and that's
it wedges itself in there.
It's like
it keeps the gas held down.
There's
that's what you want from a Tesla Cybertruck. You want to keep the pedal to the metal at all times.
You want to accelerate.
You also apparently want so someone said after the finger test, which I'm guessing it closes fingers in the Cybertruck door.
Are you wanting to see one of those videos? It's on Twitter.
Is it the one used with the carrots or used with like
Nope.
actual fingers?
This is one I've actually never seen before. It's got actual fingers.
Oh boy. Have you screened this?
I have not. I am entirely willing to make sure this is cut out if I need to.
Okay. All right.
Open it up. Open it up. Literally, it was hard, but...
Ooh, ow.
These people should not be allowed to
open
have
up the
kids.
trunk, and we are gonna do my fingers.
Are they trying to prove the Teslas are
You guys
safe?
have been wanting that, so we're gonna go ahead and do
I'm not
that.
sure.
It's because
I mean,
there's
I
supposed
guess-
to be
I guess-
sensors.
Close this right here.
I guess he like owns a Cybertruck and has it
then-
wrapped, so he's probably trying to say, oh, it's safe.
All right, open it up. Open it up.
Please, God,
So
open it.
it's in. And honestly, no issues. Literally, it was
No
hard,
issues.
but
You have
was
the
not bad.
fucking
This guy is so fucking stupid.
the Library of Alexandria carved into
Also,
your
look at
fucking
his
phalanges.
look at his fucking freaky fucked up fingernails.
I mean, I can't judge.
Not
can't
that
judge
one.
there.
That one, dude. There's no fingernail.
I can't judge there. My fingernails are fucked too.
But it's like blood. What's going on there? Not even a band-aid around it or something. That's.
It was hard,
I hope he doesn't
but
cook soup of that shit.
that was not
Jesus.
bad at all.
Yeah. So
That was not bad at all. Apparently, it looked fucking bad. It looked like it
So,
hurt.
different guy, but after someone did a finger
Yeah.
test, a lead Cybertruck engineer at Tesla said he did the video wrong. The engineer told him that the frunk meaning front truck, increases in pressure every single time it closes and detects resistance. Judkins said, "It's going to assume you want to close the frunk, and maybe something like a bag is getting in the way, which would make it close harder. Using this information, that means it closed on my finger harder than my hand and way harder than my arm," the YouTuber wrote.
Okay. Also, Freddy Fazbear.
Spring trap type shit.
Yeah. It's literally a machine designed to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
Good fucking lord.
what?
I've
Also,
seen the videos with the carrots.
I love the idea of it detects resistance like a bag in the way. It doesn't think you may want the bag to not get crushed. No, it decides
Yeah.
to close even harder.
Yeah, like if I've got my fucking like Bing Bing Wahoo Nintendo Switch in there, I'm not gonna want it to close harder on it.
I'm gonna look at the worst case scenario, right? But
I'm
the
gonna
worst
snap
possible.
it in fucking half.
I'm gonna look at the worst possible case scenario. You got like a 6-year-old, or not even 4-year-old kid playing in that
Yeah, you're
front.
trying to put your 4-year-old in the trunk,
Well,
no,
let's be honest.
Yeah,
these are Cybertruck owners.
Yeah, these people are very stupid. They bought a Cybertruck.
Gonna have children.
No, but that's the thing. They're
That
Cybertruck
too.
owners.
They're
There's
not
not
gonna
going to
have
be any 4-year-olds around them.
All right, well, I'm giving a
unless
worst
they
case
kidnap
scenario.
one.
That too.
Yeah,
All right,
get you.
You're trying to
Well,
throw.
that actually
Okay,
makes a lot of sense. You're trying
Yeah.
to kidnap a
Yeah,
child.
you're trying to throw your kid, the kid you're kidnapping in the front. The kid tries to
mangle
climb
their
out
fucking
as the
fingers. That
thing.
means they can't
Hold
get
up.
away.
The kid tries to climb out as the door is closed, like the thing is closing on it, and it just crushes and like Final Destination this kid in fucking half.
Thanks,
And-
Elon.
Yeah.
Now you have two parts of a child that you can do whatever you want with.
While
Elon
true.
Musk is pioneering child kidnapping.
Actually,
God,
yeah, you're right.
bless America.
Somebody needs
He's
to
a-
get Ian Miles Chong on that multiplication shit. He'd love it.
Yeah. It's literally 50-50 on that one.
Times 2.
All right. That's about all I have.
All right, Claw, let's talk about being in praise of some dark system moments. I don't know where it's going with that one. I don't know where to lead with this guy.
Wendigoon's bad. Wendigoon's
Yeah, Wendigoon bad. We hate Wendigoon.
Yeah, I guess we hate Wendigoon. I
Unfortunate. Yeah.
He was an early suggestion for one I wanted to reach out to as a guest. Originally got a little.
I sent a DM. He hasn't seen it yet, which understandable.
Yeah.
Man, probably gets like 17 DMs a minute.
Oh yeah. Plus the amount of like spam
Well-
Twitter DMs, even like random people just get now. It's absurd.
I mean, but like the thing is, I wanted to have him on the show, and now we realize that he's a fascist, and so it just kind of ruins the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the quick rundown. There's this guy who is a horror YouTuber. He's called In Praise of Shadows. That's a good picture. He's called In Praise of Shadows, and he's a horror YouTuber, and he's been doing YouTube longer than Wendigoon and longer than Nick Crowley and a few other people that he mentions.
Supposedly
in the video that he
he's in his
calls out.
30s, which I'm gonna
He
be.
is apparently old.
That's not that's not too rough of a 30s, honestly.
Yeah, he honestly
I'm
does
not,
not
I'm
look
not gonna
bad.
pull up a. I'm not gonna pull up a picture of the dude because
You-
honestly, it's probably just best not to give him exposure. It's
Yeah.
like name him and stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, someone's trying to cancel Wendigoon for
Yeah.
nebulous reasons, I guess.
Well, yeah, so he makes a video, and I watched the first part of it today. I watched just the Wendigoon part on stream the other day, and it's like schizophrenic. It's weird. He just starts attacking Wendigoon. The general sentiment, he explicitly states that it's a problem if Wendigoon is conservative. Like it's a problem. He says that
That's the thing. We don't even really know.
Yeah, it's like he's never.
He
really,
hasn't really talked much about politics. All we know is that he's Christian.
It's
well,
like
and the main argument isn't even the Christian thing that plays into it, but the big part is guilt by association. It's McCarthyism. It's genuinely you are friends with one of the bad people, so you're bad.
Guys,
I mean-
I'm so sorry. I'm a fascist because I'm friends with right-wing dork.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Evil,
I'm a
evil,
fascist.
evil.
Right and left wing dork. There's you got a little left wing dork in there too. Sometimes.
Well, we're plurals, so
Yeah.
they're both of us are in there. But
Yeah, there's two wings.
I gotta say the Nazis
dead,
have
though.
really been removing their restrictions because now we've got like a disabled Nazi, and Mudahar is also an Indian Nazi, so look good for him.
I mean,
as well.
you could there is historical precedent for that. I will say. Not like
a little
not
bit,
like you
little
know.
bit.
Oh yes, I should not do the accent while making that.
I wouldn't even do the thing either. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's the
100%
thing.
real with you. Yeah, no.
They aren't out here
Wouldn't
saying,
do that
"Ah,
either.
yes, I love Hitler." Yes.
Well, now
Jews
you've
bad.
said that, Tristan. So I mean, there's the sound clip.
I'm not
Yeah,
editing
there
it out either. No
there-
offense, brother.
There you go. But yeah, like
That's
he's-
staying in.
There weren't Indian people going, "Oh yes, I love Hitler. Oh, I hate Jew."
Yeah.
It was like they were, I believe, allied with Germany.
Yeah, it was an economic thing. It was to.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what they were called, but there were some Sikh people on that side during the war. But
yeah,
I only know that because of Doctor Who criticism. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I mean, so
But
yeah.
we should talk about the conceit of his video too, because it was the title.
Well,
is,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Here's the thing. So the last 35 minutes, it's a 3-hour and 20-minute video. The last 35 minutes, it's about how Wendigoon's bad. He sucks. He can't be trusted. He's friends with a bunch of Republicans, maybe. And of course, it omits the fact that, like, he's probably also retweeting lefties and, like, center people and other randos, but he's just specifically cherry picking every, like, vaguely gun-oriented or shoe-on-head or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
also,
well,
it's weird to put shoe on head in there because it is true that her politics tend to sway based on whoever she's fucking.
I don't get that because she's been the same.
Yeah,
since
she's also like pretty staunchly left wing on a lot.
She's been more or less pretty similar. Like I don't know. I don't get that criticism.
There's a couple that I'd say that are like maybe more. Yeah, I don't like Garand Thumb.
Some of her views slants, but like for the most part.
The way I described Garand Thumb, he picked out a few other people in there, and it's like that dude basically makes gun content for dudes with Rick and Morty tattoos. Best way I can describe it.
Honestly, given the name, yeah,
I
would say
it's like it's literally like, dude, hey guns are epic.
M1. Guys, I like the M1 Garand.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like,
Did
all
you
right,
know that if you reload it in a fucked way, your thumb's gonna get hurt?
Yeah, it's like,
whoa,
I'm gonna give myself an injury because I'm cool. It's like 40% of a video is like a Dollar Shave Club ad. It's like, all right, buddy, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not watching your
like the
Reddit level
what was it
content.
called? Like Daniel the Demon Slayer.
It was literally like that. Yeah, it was like that fucking scene. It's like pivots from the middle of shooting a gun to, I love my Dollar like it. I don't think he did Dollar Shave Club in the video I watched, but it's like basically that. It's like, all right, you've kind of turned me off of this already.
Yeah,
and then Plagued Moth also, but Plagued Moth's a piece of shit, and I think even Wendigoon thinks he's a piece of shit probably. So
probably, I mean, but that was at a time before I think everyone knew he was a piece of shit. Probably,
yeah, or at least before he like blew up too big.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people, and some of them are maybe more questionable than others. There's one there, Donut Operator was an interesting one. He threw under the bus.
Also,
which is a guy who.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, you're good. I thought you were into that topic. You're good. Continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say he's a guy who makes like police-related content, and the one example that he points to as a bad video from Donut Operator to prove that he's a fascist bootlicker, which means that Wendigoon by association is also. He explicitly says this because there's an image of them hugging, so therefore he endorses everything that they say. But like the video that he uses as an example is Donut Operator talking about a predator getting shot by cops. And he calls the predator in question a poor, scared man. So it's like a sex criminal going after children with this guy, and the video is like it's got Donut Operator's smiling face in the corner, and it's like you're basically accidentally like sweeping for a sex predator here with this point that you're making. It's very strange.
It's a little dumb. To put it nicely.
There's a lot of stuff like that. And yeah, that's the last 35 minutes is this weird extreme...
Yeah. The only other one I'd say out of them is like Brandon Herrera, and that's just because he wants to be a congressman as a YouTuber, and I'm like, that's embarrassing. You shouldn't want to be a congressman.
Yeah, but it's a lot of people who are like, you know, just a mix of various people that he knows, because they're like, he's a big YouTuber, and they are also YouTubers, you know? And so, yeah, that's the last 35 minutes. Is bizarre, disingenuous, slanderous hit piece. He calls Brandon Buckingham a rapist because Sneeko called him a rapist.
Yeah, use the fucking Sneeko shit.
I don't think you should be taking Sneeko's word for anything, buddy.
Yeah, this guy's like super turbo lefty. I don't think he would want to align himself with... There's Wendigoon, by the way. Yes. I don't think he'd want to align himself with Sneeko points, but he does. And so, yeah it's a terrible, weird hit piece, and it's in a video called Bad Conservative Horror Movies. It's a 3.5-hour video.
Where it's like, you could totally do a whole video about even good conservative horror films. I would recommend, more recently, Dragged Across Concrete by, I think it's S. Craig Zahler's his name. And it's got fucking Mel Gibson in it. And it's also pretty conservative.
Well,
but
like
it's
people
good.
pointed out that a lot of classic horror, like Dracula and Frankenstein and stuff, could be viewed in a conservative way. Like it was
Yeah.
written by conservative people and had kind of, and like the way I look at it is like, oh, I would click on this video to be like, you know, let's analyze why a conservative filmmaker making this movie, what this person would find scary. And
Yeah.
what it's a conservative person. That's a great image. Wow. Let's keep that one up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That
That's
one
pretty
wins.
good.
But
Been fun.
like, yeah, a video about what a conservative person making a film, like a scary film, what they find scary. People have criticized H.P. Lovecraft and been like, a lot of the scary stuff that he talks about is just like black people.
Well,
Like,
I wouldn't even say black people. It's mostly Italians.
The shadow over Innsmouth is race mixing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of stuff like
Also,
that. And
don't ask what his cat's named.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
there's a lot of stuff.
Like
Yeah.
most of his books, you can just kind of use them as an analogy for like, I saw an Irishman one time. That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Scariest moment of my life.
I mean, look, I get it, but still, it's like
I sold my car immediately.
And it's funny to point that out, but like it's still a
But it's like
valid
it's
thing to look at.
it's still like a story going on there.
And it's not even just that. It's interesting that the guy is so weirdly like prejudiced that he made this story about how he views that's how
Oh,
he
yeah.
how
And
he
it's like-
views these people or something. It's
And it's like,
crazy.
have you seen a photo of him? He it's like, no offense, buddy, you're not really a white savior
His
yourself.
head looks like a sodding Tic Tac. Yeah. No.
Yeah, he looks
Well,
he looks rough.
You could do a whole thing about conservative horror and make a video about that, and that would have been great. So not only did he not do that with this 3.5 hour video, but he also squanders another really good option for a video. Because the first chapter of his video, it's like 25 minutes of it. There he is.
This is a real photograph of H.P. Lovecraft.
That is perfection.
So the first chapter of the guy's video is him whining about how he went to a convention that featured, it was a horror convention, and it featured Kevin Spacey in it. They brought Kevin Spacey in, and it was weird because
sounds like the convention was gonna tumble like a house.
I mean, God damn it.
Well, like the point has been made that isn't it scary in a meta sense that you're set loose in a convention with Kevin Spacey roaming the halls?
It feels like a meta game where it's like if you do get like molested by Kevin Spacey, you do get $1,000 gift card to Arby's. Yeah. It's like, give me that $100 gift card to FAO Shorts, baby. I want it. Let him fondle me.
So this guy goes. This guy goes to this convention, and he is.
Yeah.
He basically spends all this time.
Hell yeah.
Let's get a zoom on that.
He's finally having him on the podcast. There he is. This guy spends all this time for the first like 25 minutes. He talks about this convention he went to, and I'm just sitting there like, you're the only one who went to this convention. You can use your footage. I mean, there's other YouTubers that did, but you could have made this an interesting, dramatic horror video, a vlog that chronicles your time at this horror convention, but metatextually, it's about this fear of being around Kevin Spacey, or something like that. You could have done something,
that
even
just sounds like a fun video to watch.
Yeah, or even just play it straight and just be like, this is a weird convention where they decided to invite Kevin Spacey, but he doesn't do that. The video is called Bad Conservative Horror Movies. He spends 25 minutes just babbling about this convention and whining about how he had to walk on a dirt path to get there.
I dipped after 10 minutes, dude.
His wristband got soggy at one point, and another great complaint is they didn't clearly tell him where the food location was, so he DSP'd and he couldn't find the food, and it was their fault. Like, they had a cafeteria, and it was their fault that they didn't make it clear enough, I guess.
I literally couldn't handle 10 minutes of that. It's like, dude, trim it the fuck. Nobody care. Like, maybe some of it's interesting. Maybe, like, you know, you could talk about the pricing of, like, parking at every convention. It's fucking awful. Like, you could do that, but...
There's a few little points throughout that he makes where I'm like, I can see where you're coming from with this, but he takes them in crazy directions every time. You know, his general thesis is this idea of horror is split between lefties who want art and real cinema and real, thoughtful themes, and a bunch of fucking Republicans who just want to exploit it for money and like capitalism. And there's probably some on both sides.
Yeah.
But that's the connection. That's his reasoning for horror movies and conservatives. And it all devolves into the second part becomes him whining about how people didn't like his The Hills Have Eyes review, where he says that the inbred cannibals in the hills represent indigenous people fighting back against the whites. And a lot of people were like, this is obnoxious lefty shit. This is offensive to the native people that you're trying to be like.
Yeah, I feel like the weird inbred people from the Hills Have Eyes are the white people, the rednecks in this situation.
Yeah, I mean it's
the only
they're like
the only one I could say that would make sense is the sequel to the remake, where it's like the U.S. military guys who get like trapped up there, and then they start killing them, and then the villagers start killing them back. It's like that makes sense for that, but if you're talking about the first film, like either the original or the remake, it makes no sense. It's a dumb analogy.
Yeah, and I mean it's
yes.
I was just gonna say we should probably start wrapping up. It's kinda late.
We should knock this out because I gotta get something to eat. I haven't ate all day.
Yeah,
we were shooting for 2.5 hours, and actually we're kind of we're not as far,
On the OBS recording, we're at 3:09. So hey,
yeah, and we took like 5 minutes to go piss.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the general breakdown of it is he wanted to cancel Wendigoon and a bunch of other YouTubers because he is very upset about his channel not doing well. He apparently gets not enough money from AdSense. Well, like he explains how he doesn't get enough money from AdSense, and his channel has been falling off since this Hills Have Eyes review. He also goes into detail about how much the negative comments have been affecting him, which you just shouldn't do.
You should not.
You never say that.
That is rule
At
number one.
most, you respond to them with a handicapped wheelchair emoji. That's based on a true story.
That or like start sending them weird sexual emojis, like the eggplant and a few squirts, and then
you gotta have the squirts. You can't
the
just
peach, the peach emoji, and then exactly. Make them think. Make them think what's gonna happen to them.
Yeah, so I mean, the end result of this video is, I mean, all I can really describe it as, it's one of the worst videos I've ever seen. It's 3.5 hours. It's so much longer than it needs to be. It belabors points that it's made, and it's like, okay, you've showed me like fucking 20 tweets. After the third one, I get the point that you're making. Yeah. And he just keeps going and going and going, and it almost never gets to the actual. Oh yeah, no, wait, an hour and 50 minutes in. Yep. Nearly 2 hours in, it finally gets to his definition of a bad conservative horror movie. Over halfway through the video, it gets to what he would describe as a bad horror. Yeah, so if you clicked on the video for that, it's clickbait, it's bullshit. And yeah, anything you would have wanted the video for, to cancel Wendigoon, it sucks. Anything, it's just fully garbage in every way. It's really fascinating because the guy's made decent content before.
Yeah, I've seen him suggested.
You've fallen off. The guy's fucking having some kind of mental crisis. I don't understand.
Like, maybe genuinely just take a break for a bit. Don't fucking read comments. That's a stupid idea. Like,
he says at one point in the video he took a break from doom scrolling through his comments, calling him a loser, to go doom scroll through Twitter instead, and people were still calling him a loser. So, not the best option, probably.
Yeah, people are going to call people, like, that's a basic common insult on the internet, is call someone a loser. It's very, like, it shouldn't affect you if you're still, like, if you've been doing, he's got 300,000 subscribers. He's been doing this for a while.
Nearly 400, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you've been doing this long enough that you should be expecting people to tell you to, like, jump into a fire and then, like, take your family with you at this point, really.
And the one last thing I will say, too, is so the third segment in his video is, the fourth is Wendigoon, but the third segment is him. He finally kind of gets into what the video's about. And the best that he can do to kind of tie up all of the points that he's making, not the Wendigoon thing, it's like entirely unrelated to anything. The best thing he can do is try to connect Late Night with the Devil to conservatism because it uses AI, and I guess AI people are conservatives. So therefore,
some of them really are, but
the movie can't be supported because
like that-
AI conservatism.
That's the thing. A lot of like tech bros are more right wing. That's still a bit of a stretch, though, saying that this is this is conservative media because it uses AI.
I mean,
there are in a fantasy land.
There are bigger things to criticize that movie about. The fact that it starts with 9 different, like, you know, those little idents that like film companies start with. It starts with 9 of them, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, it's almost like a video game.
It's literally a joke from.
Those autistic people that love logos before movies are gonna have a field day with that one.
Oh, they'd come in their pants by the 6th one.
I'm one of those guys. After 3, it's too much.
Yeah, it's like
way too much. 3's pushing it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we don't need to know that Touchstone Pictures like gave $5 for this movie. Come on.
If it's just 1,
then it's best. Oh yeah,
1 quality one.
That's the thing. Fucking Star Wars doesn't even have 1. Star Wars has 2.
Yep.
It's true.
Well, I guess 3 if you count the THX.
Yeah.
I would count the THX, I think.
Yeah.
I think 4 would be pushing it then. Because I think Star Wars has a nice amount.
I know Star Trek got criticized, the newer ones.
Oh, the show, yeah.
It's been so long.
Discovery has... Well, like, Discovery, I think, has, like, fucking 20 different executive producers in the credits.
Yep.
So for, like, at least a minute or 2, it's going for just executive producer, and no one gives a shit.
It's like, skip intro immediately. I try not to skip the intro on TV shows that much, but whenever it's like, yeah, we got 70 producers and we're showing it, no. Skip.
You don't need that. No one needs it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you had one last thing there, Bane?
I do, and Tristan, I think I linked you the story there.
Oh, yeah, let me grab that.
All right. So, folks, history is repeating itself. Again, to quote one of my favorite scenes from Twin Peaks, it is happening again.
We're getting double Gamergate, double Trump, and double sub.
Yep. This is what happens when you order a footlong, guys.
I just had Subway today. You know, I don't recommend this type, though.
Yeah. You know, something real quick. I'm going to tell this story because it's short and sweet, and it's technically Subway related. They recently decided to remove a chemical that made the white bread look more white. Also, yeah, Claw's got the Ocean Gate controller.
I hold their fate within my hand.
Hell yeah. So yeah,
just mash buttons until we hear a news story.
Until you hear a clink.
Yeah, you just hear a...
Oh boy, I pressed the R1. There's an international incident.
Oh no, I pressed triangle. Oh fuck, we're getting out.
Depressurizing, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, billionaire wants to take sub to Titanic level depths after the Ocean Gate implosion. And this
I hope it happens again.
What was the goal?
And that's all I'm gonna say, just in case.
What was the goal of the Ocean Gate thing?
The goal of the Ocean
seeing
Gate,
the Titanic.
Yeah, it was basically sea tourism. Yeah, you would go to see the Titanic. So yeah,
I like the ad for the other article here. What happens when a submersible implodes?
Like they know what's gonna
Nothing
happen
good.
again. But yeah, apparently he wants to take a $20 million submersible to the depths, and this guy was a guy who was criticizing the Ocean Gate Titan, said it was unsafe, had a friend who died in it. Which, I mean...
Maybe he's got Survivors Guild he's looking to join.
He might. Look, I don't want him to die, but oh my god, it would be karmically hilarious. If it's just like...
We will be watching with great interest.
Oh, I will...
You
I'm following a Twitter account about this shit, hopefully.
Boys go down. Someone goes in after him. We could start a fucking conga line. Who's sending Elon Musk in there?
It's literally like...
Elon Musk, Phil Spencer in there.
Can we send Elon Musk in along with that guy that he called a pedophile for trying to save those children in that cave?
I'd agree, but only
you know what?
Only if we have them make a knife fight from a survivor.
Yeah, you have to have a live stream of the inside.
Yeah.
And they have to fight over a knife. Like, not both of them get a knife. They have to fight over one.
It's
One
like
single knife, yeah.
a timer-based...
It's like stabbed into the middle. They have to grab for it.
Honestly, we're just placing
What
them in
a
a fucking saw trap, if we're being honest here, but...
What a fucking head.
And it's underwater, of course.
Yeah. But no,
Fuck you, the hill.
it was the first one I...
fucking element.
It was the first one that I found that didn't have, like, a fucking...
Fuck you.
It didn't have a paywall. It was the first one I found.
Fuck
So.
paywalls.
But thank you, Casey Sloan, for not having a paywall. But yeah, no, this is a... Again, I hope it goes off without a hitch, but also it's like, this is hubris. You're tempting fucking fate here, guys.
See,
like...
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. That's probably not a great idea. I don't want to get put on the list.
We're already on a
I'm
list.
already on.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to. I don't see any reason to wish death or anything upon somebody like this. If you've got the money
Here's the
for
thing.
it, if you want to go underwater and you can, I don't see why that's like a problem.
I mean,
necessarily.
this company has built a lot of good shit, though. I'll give them
If
that.
it was anyone other than a billionaire.
That too. I'll give you that part where it's like, this dude probably sucks, but
there's probably a few
I don't
cool
know any really
billionaires.
good billionaires.
yeah. Hey, if you're a cool
one.
billionaire, give us a call.
Yeah, so sponsor us. if you're a cool billionaire.
Give us money.
You know what I mean?
If you give us money, we will not give you a share of the podcast. However, we'll keep creating cool content and do it for free.
Hey.
Yeah.
We got a clown, a claw, and Bane.
And a dipshit. I'll say a dipshit.
Yeah. 3 dipshits and
Actually,
a clown nose.
hang on. My
Yeah.
friend Briston is gonna come in.
Bristow Marks. Briston Marks.
Yeah.
Groucho Tristan. Groucho Tristan.
Hey,
there we go.
It's coming.
How you
It's
doing?
coming.
Oh, I'm doing swell. You mind if I take over your podcast for a second? Not at all.
Come on in, bro.
Yep, come back in. Oh shit.
I think they should all die.
Hell
I think I should be legally allowed to kill them all.
Hell yeah.
Briston, no.
Biggity
They're
bat,
gonna
biggity
get
bat,
on
biggity
another
bat.
list.
Time to go. The police are knocking at my door. Oh,
Oh no. Yeah, the federal agents got Groucho Tristan.
We didn't get Briston for long.
what a crazy guy.
We didn't have Briston
Rocky.
for much long, but what we had him for, we'll always remember.
Well, we cherish every moment we get with Briston.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. And
Oh,
I'm just gonna just pass something across here under the desk. Nothing important.
Exactly.
Definitely not in
Not a
set of
gun?
spectacles.
Oh.
No.
You went in a really different direction. The only weapon I have here is a fucking knife.
Very
Oh my
nice.
God.
I've got the where's the Joker knife? Where did I put it?
Official knife YouTuber Tristan.
In a society. I only have 2 knives. I'm not at that level yet.
No, the Joker is in my
And
knife's
I'm
in
not
my fucking
autistic
car.
about them. I'm not autistic about them. I used one of them to cut my fucking edible.
Oh
You
shit.
used one of them to stab your girlfriend and your Doctor Who figures.
Oh shit! I gotta look at updates about that shit. Same with the Viper thing.
Has any?
Well, he's still
Yeah.
We can do
scheduled
it
for,
later
like,
because
December or something, right?
Think so.
yeah. I think it's some absurd, really late date.
Yeah, whatever. Fuckers.
So yeah, it all comes full circle.
Yep.
This was one of the early ones too.
Yeah,
It was.
God, with the
it's the first one
ukulele,
that I
the
made
toxic
thumbnail
gossip
for.
train.
Oh god, I wonder what she's up to.
It was episode 3.
Wow.
Holy fuck. That's a throwback. Go back and listen to that one and see how much we've improved.
Well, it's been almost
Yeah,
a year.
give it like 5 minutes max. You know,
Maybe
Yeah.
10.
my mic was rough.
I'm dumb and I didn't know how to make the podcast sound good. Still don't, but
I've always been an asshole, so.
oh hey, we've all been assholes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be dipshits forever, but I'm okay with that. Hell yeah.
Well, on that note, I think that'll bring us to the end of episode 47, ladies. and
Yes, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
tuning
remember
in.
gentlemen. They hit the fucking clock tower.
Remember when we were talking about Majora's Mask? I want to go back to that time. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have that much dystopia today, but just a little.
We had a
just
tiny bit.
a taste, just a taste.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a little morsel.
Well, with that, folks, again, episode 47. We're wrapping it up here. Take it easy and penis.
Venus.
Venus.
You know, we aren't the